Best friends by chance, sisters by choice. Black hoodie, profile pic, late night scroll, then it clicked. You joked about how Jason split. I typed back, we both hit LOL. From opposite ends of the map, same dark jokes in the chat. Binge watching kids on their bikes, fighting demogorgons, yeah, that's our vibe. Best friends by chance, sisters by choice, screaming the lines till we lose our voice. From pixel glow, holding you close, you were the light in my worst black hole. Fate hit that friend and raised its sword. Now we ride this warped world. Best friends by chance, sisters by choice. First con, trembling at the gate. Cosplay gear on, black eyeliner late. You ran at me, is it really you? Nervous laugh, then we both just knew. Side quest through crowded halls, sharing pins inside jokes on the walls. You saw the cracks under my mask, stayed even though I never asked. Best friends by chance, sisters by choice, screaming the lines till we lose our voice. From pixel glow, holding you close, you were the light in my worst black hole. Fate hit that friend and raised its sword. Now we ride this warped world. Best friends by chance, sisters by choice. You answer when my sky turned red, talked me down from the storm in my head. You said I'll stay till the credits roll, laughing through tears in a midnight call. We roast the dark, we curse the sun, we turn our scars into puns. If there's a gate, we'll tear it down, hand in hand in this haunted turn. Best friends by chance, sisters by choice, screaming the lines till we lose our voice. From pixel glow to holding you close, you were the light in my worst black hole. Fate hit that friend and raised its sword. Now we ride this warped world. Best friends by chance, sisters by choice. Glitched out screens and sacred nights, Tawkin hearts and flashing lights across the void. I hear your voice. Best friends by chance, sisters by
Never gonna be big, bro. You little bro. You never gonna be big, bro. You little bro. You never gonna be big, bro. You little bro. You never gonna be big, bro. 18 on the beat, he a freshman. Senior in the game, I'm a legend, 10 chains, 25 bitches on the guest list. Turn an M to a B like a Lexus. Working at the pot, that's kettlebell. You the middleman, you can get it wholesale. I was with the dealers, y'all was watching shows like a you little bro. You never gonna be big, bro. 19 on the track, still a youngin'. Veteran in the lane, I've been stunting. 8 rings, a few bad ones on the guest list. Flip a block to a bag like a quick fix. Playing with the weight, that's dumbbell. You the runner-up, you can get it retail. I was with the hitters, y'all was home watching Netflix. In a suite full of bosses, you the extra too late. Hey, I'm a ghost ride, never see me, I'ma send a fine one. You gon' bite on the bait, then my girl gon' come through and take back what you chase. You little bro, can't stand next to big bro. I make the noise while I'm staying low. Send the paper over, keep it all plain. Big crib views got you froze in the rain. You little bro, you never gonna be big bro. You little bro, you never gonna be big bro. You little bro, you never gonna be big bro. You little bro, you never gonna be big bro. 20 on the line, still a young gun. Top of my class, but I came from nothing. Gold on my wrist, got a few on the guest list. Flip a small plate to a bag, no stress. Quick, moving that work, that's leg day. You the backup plan, you can get it second rate. I was with the winners, y'all was stuck on a replay. In a room full of stars, you the shadow, okay. I'm a blacked out whip, never see me, I'ma send a red bone. You gon' fall for the flame, then my team gon' come through and take back what you claim. You little bro, can't stand where the big bro go. I keep it quiet while the whole world know. Send the cash through, no delay. Big house views got you stuck in the car. Little bro, you never gonna be big bro. You little bro, you never gonna be big bro. You little bro, you never gonna be big bro. You little bro, you never gonna be big bro. Right to offend media. Say it with your chest. I'm that cable cutter, cradle shaker, fatal data slinger, silicone sensor, choker, middle finger to the figures, quota driven, code of silence, cozy with the tyrants. I'm the glitch inside your guidance, riot in compliance. They flag facts, redact stats, rap that in kindness. Terms of service sermon, turning firmness into blindness. I watch cowards click report, export you to the void, while the frauds get front page, brand safe and employed. They don't guard you from the hate, they just get what you can know. Turn your feet into a feeder, pump you prefab pastel snow. I'm allergic to the filter, every trigger that they pull. Race another bar in blood across a platform made of war. Run to a favorite, say what you meant, not what they said. We don't bend, we don't pretend, for trends we end the blend. Run to a favorite, cut through the spin, they pedal and spin. Type it again, if they delete their truth, we hit send. Hit send. I see context edit on convictions they can't manage. They slap banners on the damage like a band-aid on a planet. Community standards cooked in the back room, panic where the brand deals way more than the backbone of the masses. You get shadow box, shadow ban, shadow drop. While some mascot maniac parrots lines on every slide. I'm that hostile op-ed, off-grid hothead broadcast from the blacklisted block they thought dead. Right too often media bleeding the ink encyclopedia. They rather feed you trivia than let you see the fever rush. You think speech is free till a mod with a checklist turns your question to a violation on a guest list. I want clash, sharp and clash. Not this bubble rap world where they pat each clash. If your feelings need a firewall from every sentence, maybe you ain't ready for a mind with independence. Right to offend, say what you meant, not what they said. We don't bend, we don't pretend, for trends we end the blend. Right to offend, cut through the spin, they pedal and spin. Type it again, if they delete that truth, we hit send.
tall, pick cropped up, talk big, heart rest. Cheap shots in my feet, you pray I bleed. Keyboard king in your room, crown made of receipts. You wanna see me fall, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Every brick you throw, I'm building, I'm growing. Final boss in the comments, you just extra on the screen. Tap, tap, talk. I'm unbothered, I go flawless, you go green. Round one, round two, I'm smiling, you swing wild. Hit the air, type that trash, I level up. You get beat by your own despair. Like it's pay-per-view, but your whole page just my rejected shoes. You chase my shadow, try to drag my tag. Every L you write just boost my bag. You wanna see me break, keep pushing, keep pushing. I turn your bitter takes into tickets, I'm booking. Final boss in the comments, you just extra on the screen. Tap, tap, talk. I'm unbothered, I go flawless, you go green. Round three, lights out, I'm laughing, you swing wild. Hit the air, talk that big, stay microscopic. You get beat by your own despair. Hit send, then you hide in the dark. I hit post. Whole world hits you just extra on the screen. Tap, tap, talk. I'm unbothered, I go flawless, you go green. Last round, crowd loud, I'm dancing, you swing wild, nothing there. You keep hating, I keep winning. You get beat by your own despair. You never gonna be big sis. You never gonna be big sis. Yeah. You never gonna be big sis. You never gonna be big sis. Yeah. You never gonna be big sis. 18 on the beat, she a copycat. Big sis got the moves, now she run it back. Same chain, same shades on the guest list. Tryna turn her look to a look like a best fit. Following my steps, that's a breadcrumb trail. You the second little one, always 2 yards stale. I was set the trend, you was watching how I prevailed. In a room full of originals, you the remix, oh well. Whoa, I'm the blueprint, never miss me. I'ma make a move, you gon' run to the track. Then my little sis gon' bring back whatever I had. You little sis, always tryna be big sis. Copy what I do while I'm laying low. Send me the credit, keep your name out the frame. Big sis got the crown, you still waiting in the snow. You little sis, you never gon' be big sis. You never gon' be big sis. You little sis, you never gon' be big sis. Yeah, you never gon' be big sis. You little sis, you never gon' be big sis. Yeah, you never gon' be big sis. Yeah, you never gon' be 19 on the fit, still a youngin'. Veteran in the style, I've been stunting. 8 rings, a few fly ones on the guest list. Flip a look to a bag like a quick fix. Rocking all the brands, that's runway. You the runner up, you can get it retail. I was with the stylist, y'all was home watching Netflix. In a suite full of bosses, you the extra too late. Hey, I'm a ghost walk, never see me. I'ma send the fine when you gon' bite on the bay. Then my girl gon' come through and take back what you chase. You lost sis, can't stand next to big sis. I make the noise while I'm staying low. You send the paper over, keep it all plain. Big crib views, got you frozen in the rain. You lost sis, you never gon' be big sis. You never gon' be big sis. You never price, still playing cheap. Talk big in the streets, but you cut right. Got a bargain bin fit in the bottom line dream. Tryna count my shine with the discount scheme. I was in the front, y'all was looking from the rail. You the second hand wave, never first class sale. I don't do the flea market, I want top shelf. You little sis, always selling yourself short. Hey, I'm a big step, never break me. I'ma send a clean one, you gon' go for the bait. Then my team gon' pull through and take back what you chase. You little sis, still way under big sis. I keep the pace while you fall behind. Low price life got you stuck in the cell. High roller view got you lost in the mail. You little sis, you never gon' be big sis. You never gon' be big sis. You little sis, you never gon' be big sis. You never gon' be big sis. You never gon' be big sis. Yeah, you never gon' be big sis. Yeah. You never gon' be big. Yeah. Remember who set the tone. Remember who built the lane you own. You can chase it, but you won't get the crown. Little sis in the shadow, big sis still around. Copy what you want, but the shine don't stick. Second place forever, that's the way it is. You little sis, and that's the truth, no twist. You're never gonna be big sis.
Kicks, running 12 miles, breaking the man. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. Hey. New black kicks, new black kicks. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. To the speed, see my name is one word. Under the trench, take a shovel, dig the earth up. Shut the fuck up, I've been dug. Puff a fat bag, chubby blunt, hit the plug. Took a bus to the projects with the bad bugs. Use a bitch, that's why you can't go where we was. I keep a list, cross it off and get the checks. Might put your bitch on the list, you know what's next. Might get the check to your bitch, just know we fuck. Might do what's best, take the check, now you got fucked. I've been that killer, ho, you know that I'm the one. I've been a motherfucker, use my only son. I know some motherfuckers never heard my songs. Ain't heard me rap, but know that I ain't the one. Ain't heard me snap, ain't heard the sound of the gun. You ain't gon' hear that till you pull up on me, dumb. You's a dumb motherfucker, huh? New black kicks, new black kicks. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. New black kicks, new black kicks. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. I keep running even when my bank account on E. I keep running through the bullshit, call it cardio for the streets. Try to trip me, I don't stumble, I just turn your hate to heat. I got miles on my mind and mile high sneaks on my feet. I keep running when it's raining, I keep running when it's nice. I keep running past the price tag, I don't shop, I get the life. I keep running from the demons, they can't catch me if they blink. I've been dodging all the doubters like I'm lame, changing on a link. I keep running with the bag, now my back has got a jog. I keep running from the past, but the past don't want a job. I keep running up the numbers, make the pocket do the sprint. I got stamina for the drama, you got excuses and a lamp. I keep running if the roadblocks, I treat them like a speed bump. I keep running with my chest out, got my enemies confused. I keep running like a rumor, never stop, just spread the news. I keep running till the wheels fall off, then I run on shoes. I keep running in the punchline, think you still ain't in my lane. I keep running circles right here, that's the track and that's the game. I keep running when it's ugly, I keep running when it's slick. I keep running if you ask me why. Cause quick don't hit, I know some motherfuckers never heard my songs. Ain't heard me rapping, know that I ain't the one. Ain't heard me snap, ain't heard the sound of the gun. You ain't gon' hear that till you pull up on me, dumb. You's a dumb motherfucker, huh? New black kids, new black kids. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. New black kids, new black kids. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. Running 12 miles, breaking the man. And I keep running.
just keep running.
She clocks in at midnight, keys chained to her hip, black dress, black coffin, name tag on her lip. She jokes with the shadows like they're old friends of mine. Smears lace on the window, says you get used to the quiet in time. Oh, Maxine, down at the mortuary, painting lilies on the cold steel doors. You talk about the dead like they're just temporary, and I never loved the living like I love you more. Oh, Maxine, midnight mortuary queen, you make the end look almost serene. She hums while she's working, soft, out of tune, flickers every candle like she's talking to the room. Says everyone's a story, tucks a curl behind her ear, then laughs at my heartbeat. You're shaking, you can leave if you're scared. Oh, Maxine, down at the mortuary, painting lilies on the cold steel doors. You talk about the dead like they're just temporary, and I never loved the living like I love you more. Oh, Maxine, midnight mortuary queen, you make the end look almost serene. She says, promise me one thing when you finally fade. Bring me your records, I'll play them while you lay. I say, promise me something before I disappear. Let me be your ghost while I'm still standing here. Oh, Maxine, down at the mortuary, painting lilies on the cold steel doors. You talk about the dead like they're just temporary, and I never loved the living like I love light up, life lift, high like a price shift. Eyes drift, eyelids low like a night shift. Mind gift, lines hit sharper than an ice pick. Whole click lit, that's a human-made light switch. Big smoke, big jokes, lungs like a chimney. Rolling up history, leaf turn, it's symphony. Papers like scripture, I'm preaching it vividly. Pull up a seat, let me speak on this greenery. I'm puffing that rocket, I'm launching, I'm gone. My problems get smaller, my playlist is long. I'm coughing, I'm laughing, I'm texting your mom. She say you too blunt, I say that's the charm. I'm stuffing them fat as my schedule heavy. I'm ready, I'm rolling on anything petty. You petty, you pressed, I press up already. You stressing on rent, I'm invested in Reggie. Yeah, fast life, fast rap, fast puff, fast cap. Whole squad past that. Rotation, lap after lap. Talk slick, talk tough, lungs black. Joke slap, I'm blunt with the blunt.
Say less.
Then tap, 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 tap. Fast like fast rap. Fast puff, fast cap. Big drag, big brag, big cloud, big cloud. Big clap, talk slick, talk tough, truth hit. No cap, I'm blunt with the blunt.
Say less.
Then tap, 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 tap. Hey, I'm on the road like a zig in the wind. You in my circle, you hit it again. I'm out of bounds and I'm out of my skin. Still I keep count like I'm doing your sins. Yeah, I'm in rotation with angels and demons. Halo all hazy, they ask what I'm breathing. I told them that gas like I'm pumping up regions. They asked for a drag, now they floating in meetings. Yeah, my schedule is roll, my calendar packed. I'm breaking it down, then I flatten the stack. You talk about smoke, but you capping in caps. I spark conversation, you sparking the app. I'm higher than rent in the city, agree. Feeling so lifted, I'm missing speed. But still I spit triple, my syllables bleed. I'm killing these lines while I'm killing this weed. Fast life, fast rap, fast puff, fast cap. Whole squad past that. Rotation, lap after lap. Talk slick, talk tough, lungs black. Joke slap, I'm blunt with the blunt.
Say less.
Then tap, 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 tap. Fast like fast rap. Fast puff, fast cap.
Big drag,
big brag,
big cloud,
big cloud. Big clap, talk slick, talk tough, truth hit. No cap, I'm blunt with the blunt.
Say less.
Then tap, 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 tap.
And welcome back, or welcome to the Sammich Makers broadcast. I'm your host, Maxine Sand, and with me again is Chibi.
Yay!
Hello, hello. Happy Saturday.
Yes, happy Saturday. Happy first official day of summer vacation, which to
Woo!
our son, extremely important. And me too, because that means no more waking up at like the butt crack of dawn.
Okay, but what happened when he got home from his last day after
Oh my God.
day, all year saying he hates school?
He was so upset. Like, even the last week, right? I'm like, you got 4 days, 2 days, actually 4.5, 2.5, 3. Now, upset every single time that there's school at all.
For months.
For months. But I'm talking like, even like within the last week, when there's days left, he's still the same amount of pissed off that there's still school as he was months ago.
Right.
And then he gets off the bus yesterday at a half a day of school. He got gifts and everything, dude. Like, one of the teachers, like, drew the Joker and colored it in for him. He was given the award for class comedian.
Nice.
We are both proud of that one. So was Penn. But he gets off the bus and he instantly starts fake crying, saying he misses his favorite teacher, and then asking me when he's going to see her again.
My goodness.
In
What a
September,
drama
bud.
No more school.
Yeah, now all of a sudden he's upset there's no school. And I'm like,
but what about Miss Cat?
she'll be fine.
Will I see her? It's like,
And school starts again. But now you have summer vacation. He's like bummed out about summer vacation now. And I'm like, only my kid. Swear, only my kid. So, forgive me as I'm putting my bracelets on, you know, wasn't like exactly right. I'm a woman. I'm not like always ready on time. So
We've
anyway,
only been planning it all day.
yeah, I know. Well, you know, I leave things to the last minute. Anyway, tonight's show, we are just gonna, or stream, whatever you want to call it, we are gonna be reading some Reddit stories, some funny ones. I have to do like a paranormal one because it's me, so we're gonna do a paranormal one.
Of course.
And just like talk in between. And Max is going to be working on actually a video for us to react to at some point as well.
Oh, right.
Nice.
So,
Well, because I figured mine would be more likely to not like scar Chibi for life and rather something funny.
mine's not going to scar anyone.
I know. I just like that meme now.
Yeah, I know. Fits though. Does. So, I'm going to let Chibi go first because she actually says she has a good one and I am interested in hearing it. So, Chibi, you take over now.
All right. So this one's not too long, but I found it really interesting. The title got me. My neighbor has a 2-hour nightly knife dance ritual, and I need theories. Okay. So every single night for 2 hours nonstop is crazy. For the last 6 months, about 7 to 8:30 p.m., sometimes longer, my neighbor above me does this. It sounds like a rhythmic tapping or clanking, like knives or metal. Sometimes they're shuffling like dance steps. No music, no talking, just tap, tap, swish, tap, tap, ping, nonstop. I always assumed belly dancing with finger cymbals, but last night I actually timed it and she went on for 2 hours straight without stopping. I'm not mad. I actually do a little dance in my kitchen when I hear it start, but the curiosity is killing me. What do you guys think so far? Yeah. She's probably mid-20s as far as I know. Never hear music, just the rhythm. Any dancers, martial artists, chefs, creators recognize this? What ritual needs 2 hours of knife sounds every single night? I just want theories. That's
She
it.
follows Britney Spears. It's her like prayer dance to Britney Spears.
Oh my goodness.
As a
The top
martial-
comment mentioned Britney
Oh yeah,
Spears.
actually.
As a martial arts guy, I could say, but it's probably dirtier than it sounds. I have a theory. Is there's a thing in martial arts called kata, Kata. What that means is just forms. And these are basically, you guys probably don't know this being chicks, but these are basically dance routines choreographed for men to pretend to fight nobody. But we practice these as part because you're getting your form right? But I mean, on the outside, it really does look like ballerina shit in gis, the karate uniforms with belts. And I'm okay saying that, right? Like, obviously we're punching, so you punch as if there's somebody there. You also do these forms with weapons. So a completely nerdy and probably a little shameful theory would be that he's practicing some type of form or knife dance from the dancer side of things.
Well, it's a chick.
There are definitely chicks who do knife dancing. I mean, you saw that one chick that was juggling fire at the gathering, butt naked.
Yeah.
To Ice Cube.
That's true.
Yeah, Ice Cube was on stage doing, you could do it, put your bag into it. There's this naked bitch juggling fire.
She in fact could do it.
She put her back into it.
My
Sorry,
goodness.
I had to.
He did.
No, it's the song. I get it.
But 2 hours?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're
that's a
practicing.
long time.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely so weird.
I don't know. 2 hours is about how long, like, if you're like an athlete of some kind, 2 hours is like a workout. So if that's the only workout you're doing and you're practicing your dances, maybe there's more than one dance too. Maybe they're in a show. Maybe they're a stripper.
I will say it's definitely something weird that if I saw my neighbor doing that, I would be like, what are they doing? Like, not like you don't know if they're into martial arts or anything like
Right.
that. So it's just like you just like it's weird. It's just weird, it's creepy. Yeah, I'd want theories from people too because I would
Yeah.
Well, I will say that both within dancing and martial arts, what she's doing is, although a little weird, a little niche, and a little nerdy, not unheard of. But maybe she's, I don't know, praying to the devil and fucking juggling knives. Who the fuck knows?
See, that's what I would be worried about.
Yeah, you don't know, but at least you know there is
Mhm.
potential that there's a completely reasonable explanation.
Yeah.
But human beings are weird. That's kind of what this Reddit story kind of format is at the end of the day, right? Is like the only in human history, the only things anybody bothers to write about are actually like the weird shit. You if you think about it. We know less about the mundane everyday life of people back in the day than we do about that one time that one dude did some crazy fucking shit. Why is that? Cuz that was worth writing down. You know what I mean? Everything else is like, yeah. I fucking, like, we don't know, like, ancient farming techniques, for example. Because the farmer didn't think it was worth the shit to write about his fucking life, right? But he did remember that one time went down to the bridge and there was a guy there mooning passersby, right? And so there's a whole write-up about the Phantom Mooner in their fucking history from 1,000 years ago, you know? And they never caught the guy. But, like, we don't know how they grew grain. But we know about the Phantom Mooner. And that's because you're not going to write down the normal shit, but you see a guy down at the local bridge mooning everybody as they come past the bridge and nobody does anything about it, you're going to write that down. You're going to be like, yo, I saw this guy with his ass out to the Lord and everybody. I said, sir, have you no shame?
Oh my god.
There's actually
No.
more written about crazy guys in history than there is about a lot, not like famous, like historical figures we know, and not like the poorest people in the world, but like the middle managers of history. Nobody remembers them. You know what I mean? The middle managers of history. Who is that? You know, I guess there's some autistic scholar out there that sits there all day and he remembers the middle managers of history because that's like his job, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, people are like, that crazy guy, though, that used to wear a fucking hat on his head that said, the government stole my bicycle. They remember that guy. I remember that guy. Frankly, that guy was a chick where I grew up. And she thought that the mayor stole her bicycle, but it was just some teenagers. And they brought it back to her, and she thanked them for, like, breaking into Area 51 to get her bicycle back from the government.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, and like, see, I remember that, but do I remember what I had for lunch that day? Fuck no. That's how history works. We remember the crazy shit. We remember the wild shit. And think about this. Yeah, to bring it full circle, since you were looking for your Reddit story, I was buying you some time. Think about this. Reddit is going to stand as a testament to parts of that history for today. So, Knife Dancer Chick is going to be remembered when chick that, like, reads a novel and takes a bubble bath is not. It's unfortunate, because one of them's probably more likely to stab you. Obviously, it's the bubble bath one. Do you have your story ready?
Yes.
We're going to go over there.
Okay.
Thank you, Max.
Okay. So it is a paranormal one, but it's not. I mean, it shouldn't be scary. Last time I said that, though, spirits in the voice box thingy. Yeah, that didn't. Voices in the spirit box. That didn't do that. But this should be fine. So it's titled "Clock Stop Working Wherever I Travel." So it's a question story, whatever. This happens so many times that my family has started expecting it. Whenever the owner of a room goes away on a trip and comes back, the wall clock in their room has stopped working. Not every once in a while, it happens consistently enough that we've noticed a pattern over the years. It's not just me. If it's my room and I travel, my clock stops. If another family member travels, the clock in their room is the one that stops. It's always the room belonging to the person who was away. The weird part is that the clocks are fine before they leave. They only seem to stop while the person is gone. And they're discovered stopped when the person returns. Has anyone else experienced something like this? Is there of any folklore, paranormal belief, or even a scientific explanation for why this would happen? I'm especially curious if there are any stories about travel being connected to clock stopping. I'd love to hear both skeptical and paranormal opinions because this has been bugging me for years.
Is they digital?
Doesn't say.
Well,
And no one's
matters.
commented on it.
Well, if you had one regular clock and one digital clock, that would mean something different than if it was only digital or only analog.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't even say what kind of clocks, where they were. There's no information here, Maxine. I'd say it was aliens.
Oh my god.
Just that meme. Aliens.
That would be paranormal, I guess.
Right. For a normie and everything.
Paranormy.
My goodness.
Oh my god.
Wasn't scary because
No.
it wasn't anything. It wasn't even really a story.
My 3-year-old just saw my missing / murdered grandmother.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds a little bit more interesting.
It's still not long.
Go for it.
My daughter's grandma has been a missing person in Alberta, Canada since 2004, presumed murdered. My almost 3-year-old was just in the office talking to herself. I said, "Hey, who you talking to?" She says, "Grandma in there." Thinking she meant my mom, I said, "Oh no, Grandma is at home with Peepaw." People have some weird names for their grandparents. She
I've
says,
heard people before.
Oh, pee pee poo poo. I remember pee pee poo poo.
Shut up. She says, "No, other grandma have black hair." She did have black hair. She's never seen a photo of her dad's mom. Her dad does not live with us and isn't in the picture. Her missing grandma has never been mentioned to her before. Then she keeps saying, "Daddy, Grandma." She says, "Grandma says hi, Daddy." She never even mentions her dad or even says the word daddy, so this is extra weird. Then I try to put her to bed, and she runs back to the office and says, "Good night, Grandma," waving at the wall. Then says, "Daddy, Grandma waked up." Dude, my hair is still standing on end, and it's been over 30 minutes since this happened. I am fucking shook.
And then everybody clapped because it totally happened and it's so real.
I swear to God, if I see on the news that they found her body later, I'm going to shit my fucking pants. I need a cigarette. And there are a lot of comments.
Let me first and foremost say that this is the most Reddit bait bullshit story. And I'm going to tell you why. And I don't think for once, I don't think Chibi would be offended because she's at some point worked with kids. So she knows what I mean. Is that like your kid didn't fucking say that, right? Like you think they did, or you built it up in your own head that they were saying every specific thing, but they're 3, and what they're actually saying sounds a bit more like then you dad yeah, and you're like, yeah, they specifically gave a sentence. It's like,
Oh my god.
if at all, because sometimes people, but this looks more like Reddit bait, like where they just wrote a story to get
Attention.
karma or whatever.
It gets better. Someone asked, "Are you gonna tell her dad?" She says, "There is a restraining order at the moment, but
Oh my God.
I told her dad's brother, so I hope he does pass it along to him."
So there's a restraining order on her?
I don't know. She just said the person asked, "Are you gonna tell her dad?" And all she says is, "There is a restraining order at the moment, but I told her dad's brother, so I hope."
It is pretty vague.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like bullshit to me. Also, like, it does sound like some single mom shit too, where she's like, my child sees ghosts. Everybody, what do I do? Poor kid.
Medication.
It's like, well, did the child see ghosts, or do you see the ghosts that the child's seeing? Which one? Because that's important, because then it's about who takes the medication, right?
Oh, and now there's
Yeah.
stories, other people commenting stories of experiences like that.
And also, maybe you're a more faith-based person in this process. Then I would say, then you're like, medication, ha ha ha. What if it's an actual spirit? Well, then you call a priest or like an exorcist of some kind. What you don't do is say, oh yeah, kid, make friends with ghosts at 3 years old, and I'm gonna tell Reddit. That seems like a recipe for like the poor mental health of this poor child.
Yeah, like those YouTube families.
Uh-huh. Now we got a recognized ghost grandma on Christmas, right? Even though we don't even know grandma's dead. First of all.
Right, she like just missing.
Grandma's been at the casino.
Oh, that's a good picture.
She just lost track
Grandma
of
went
time.
out for milk.
Yeah. No, she's sitting at a slot machine.
Okay,
I believe that. Some freaking people.
What?
Did those look like red eyes?
I don't know. It's a picture far away.
Someone got to go in and explore, oh my god, what's it called? I totally forgot what it's called now. The Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Oh, goodness.
And so I was just looking at the pictures that they took, and some of them are actually pretty creepy. There's one, it's like a room, and in the window, it literally looks like 2 red eyes. Which it could just be the lights from the camera, but it's a cool picture.
I got a Reddit post for you.
That's cool.
It's my own.
Oh boy.
Dear Reddit, am I the asshole? I'm walking home in the rain at night. A guy pulls up his car on me real fast on a sidewalk, so I'm not expecting it, beeping his horn. I walk over, I grab him by the lapel and say, if he ever does that to me again, I'm gonna kick his ass. Sincerely, Max. What, am I the asshole?
I'm too close to the situation to answer.
I don't think it was necessary to grab the person by their lapel.
Well, I was gonna pull him out of his car and stomp on him because he's a short, fat, wormy little fuck. But I just decided to yell at him instead. Because I've matured.
It's wild.
Well, because it's the foreign guy that runs the local store, and he barely speaks fucking English.
He is an asshole. Like, for real, you'll walk in, and he is sitting down behind the counter. He's on his phone. He's either talking to somebody on the speaker, So it's just whatever language they're speaking, so you can't understand any of it. Or he's watching some kind of like what I assume to be some kind of soap opera in whatever language they speak. Because I don't know what languages they speak.
Or YouTube videos.
Or YouTube videos, and he will completely fucking ignore you. Like, even if I'm standing at the counter, there is stuff on the counter. I'm waiting for him to get up so we can ring those
He's
up and, like,
sitting
get tobacco. And
right
he's just,
there.
he's sitting right there. Like, Max is right here. The guy is sitting, like, that far away from you, right? And he will just, he's staring at his phone until you make a noise. And then he'll get up and he acts like it's the biggest inconvenience in the world.
Like, he owns the shop.
And he owns the place. And he's a dick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always nice. Like, I am always, like, super nice all the time whenever I go into stores. I used to be a cashier. I know how rough it can be. It's way worse working at a convenience store. But he's always just, like, he scowls at you. I've never really had anybody scowl at me before.
But I didn't think that all that context was really necessary because I didn't actually know it was him until I grabbed him. And then he was like, "Oh no, buddy, we're friends, buddy." And I'm just like, "Fuck you, buddy. You ever do that again, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. I have a heart condition, bro."
Bro.
You can't just roll up on me, honk your horn out of nowhere like an asshole and me not be pissed off at you. And then, like, what it was is I just flipped him off and kept walking, but he said something calling me back over. So I was like, "Do you got a fucking problem? All right, fuck you." I look, as a big guy, there's been a lifelong tradition of smaller guys trying to push boundaries with me because they got told that jail logic story, right? Where if you punch a big guy, everybody will respect you. But then the lights go down, and then you're in the dark, in the middle of nowhere, and there's nobody around, and you just got grabbed by me. It's not so fucking funny then.
I have another one. And I have a way for us to actually talk about it, about ourselves.
Oh, God.
You'll go last.
I'm not going to talk. No more talking.
Why don't I believe
You're allowed to talk.
So this one is from the Ghosts subreddit. A childhood encounter I still can't explain. When I was a kid, something really odd happened to me, and honestly, I still can't make sense of it. It was getting dark outside. I was playing outside like usual. Out of nowhere, I spotted this woman. She looked completely out of place. She had a crown made entirely of flowers and was covered in them. From her dress to her jewelry, just flowers everywhere. She came right up to me, picked me up like I weighed nothing, and started spinning me around so fast I almost lost track of where I was. The weird thing is, I didn't feel scared at all. It was actually kind of fun. Then after what felt like ages, she set me back down. My head was spinning, but I looked at her, and she just vanished. Right in front of me. Gone. That's when I started screaming. My mom rushed over, wild with worry. Once I calmed down enough to tell her what happened, she searched all over but didn't find a single trace of anyone. I still don't know who or what I saw that night. Someone commented, "Did you eat any mushrooms growing in the yard?"
The mushrooms are turning on me.
Oh my
that's
God. That kind of feels made up. But the point is to segue into, is there anything you experienced as a kid that you can't explain? It doesn't have to be like ghost related, but is there anything that like sticks out that you're still like, I just don't understand what it was?
Why did my mom do crack?
I said you go last.
Oh, sorry. I'll do a better one.
Chibi, you can go first.
I'm trying to think.
I have a few.
Uh, you can go first. I'll go second. I gotta think about it for a minute.
All right. I'll go with it's still under the paranormal umbrella, but it's not ghost related, so that'll be interesting coming from me. So I think I was in middle school, so I could have been anywhere from like 12 to 14 at this time. And I had my guy best friend with me. We had been best friends ever since elementary school, and he went with me and my parents for a small short summer trip to the campground that I went to like every single summer. Like my grandparents had a spot there like all the time. And
Mhm.
so it's quite a bit of a drive from where we live. So we're driving. My parents are in the front. We're sitting in the back. It was in a minivan, and there was music playing, but it was like really, really low. Something my dad liked, so I totally zoned it out, to be honest. And me and my friend were just talking, and then we both just went quiet, and I just got like this sense of there's something outside. So I turn and I look out the window, and there's this fucking thing in the sky. And I'm just staring at it like my small like adolescent teenage mind could not fucking comprehend. It was this silver like cylinder, like a long, it almost looked like an old cigar tube, like when you would get the cigars and they would actually be in the tube. It looks like the cigar and you unscrew the top and dump the cigar out, except it was completely circular on like both ends. So I guess you could kind of say maybe it looked like a vibrator. But it had the like on the back of an airplane, the fins
Wait,
on the back.
An intergalactic vibrator?
Shut up. You know, like on the back of an airplane, it has like the wings on the back. It
Yeah.
had that, but they were on the front, or at least what I perceived to be the front of this thing, because it seemed like it was traveling in the same direction that we were traveling in the van, because it stayed like with us. I don't even know how long. It felt like forever. And after God knows how long of just like trying to figure out, like, am I really seeing this? Could it be like a blimp? Is it actually a plane? And like my mind's playing tricks on me. And then I look at my friend and his face is like white. And he's Asian. So he had like dark, like tan skin, and he was like fucking white. And I was like, no fucking way. So we just kind of keep staring at it. And then I looked at him and just gave him a look. You know how you look at someone, you're like, you're seeing this, right? And he just gave
Yeah.
me the look of like just nods, couldn't even say anything. And we didn't mention anything about it because eventually at some point, I don't know if I looked away or not. Like I don't remember specifically seeing it like go away in any specific type of manner that caught my attention. It was just like it was there, and then I remember it was just gone. And we waited until we got to the campground. We took our bikes out of the van and we just like went riding to the playground. And I asked him first, all right, what did you see? And he tells me, and I'm like, son of a bitch, dude, that's what I saw. What the fuck was that? And so we just like we sat there talking about it for a while, and we just like we came down to it was a fucking UFO. Because we had no idea what it was. We couldn't explain what it was, and like it was definitely in the sky. It was fucking flying. It was like going along with us. Now, whether it was aliens or like something else that could be explained, I don't fucking know, because to me, I still have no idea what that was. But like I definitely saw a UFO when I was a kid.
That's awesome.
Yeah, now it is. Then I was scared shitless.
No, for sure. I'm sure.
So have you thought
You
of
know, I've
anything?
I've never really had like an experience, like nothing significant that I can really think of. Like no ghostly experiences, no experiences with aliens or anything like that.
It's got to be about something about living on the East Coast.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Because like everybody that I know, even like so like people that like I don't know, but like I talk online, like with Penn, like in group chats I've been in and stuff. Like if they live on the East Coast, everybody has some kind of like weird like story, weird experience. Like Penn has like paranormal ghost experiences and this other girl hasn't, and it's like if they're on the East Coast, they have them. Like the further out, yeah, I noticed there's not really a lot, unless it's like, in like the places where like, cryptoids are like, seen, like
Uh-huh.
the Rake, Mothman, the Jersey Devil. Well, the Jersey Devil's East Coast. But yeah, stuff like that. Bigfoot. God, there's so many different. Some of those are insane. A lot of them
Yeah,
are made up. A lot of them are like creepypastas, like Slender Man. There's
yeah,
no actual lore. It was literally a story written for some kind of like contest for scary like creepypastas. So
yeah,
it doesn't even exist. It's a fun and creepy story. And there are YouTubers that I used to watch that like paranormal ones that took it and integrated it into their shows. And it like it was a good time. It was fun back then until the girls decided to do that really horrible thing to their friend in the woods.
That
yeah.
girl's out too.
She's out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The girl that stabbed the other girl for Slender Man is out of jail.
Oh my god.
Last month.
The girl that got sent to jail for stabbing her friend for Slender Man because they were I guess see I never I never went further into Slender Man except for like I played the stupid game where you go and collect the pages.
Yeah,
That's
hilarious.
That was like as far as I ever went with Slender Man and like watching like YouTubers with it, but I never really dug into the lore because I knew that there wasn't lore, but but like apparently there's like he has a mansion somewhere and they had it in their heads that if they sacrificed their friend to him that he was going to take them to his mansion.
Yeah, that sounds like
Slender
a great place
Mansion.
to live.
So these two girls literally lured their friend out to the woods and yeah, they stabbed her an insane amount of times. She lived, didn't she?
I believe the victim.
Yeah, I believe
That's
so.
why she's
She's the one that lived. And oh my god, the fact that that girl's out of jail now, that's crazy. But hopefully she's better now and doesn't believe in Slender Man anymore.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
What about Max?
Huh.
I've seen lots of ghouls and creeps in the music industry. Does that count? I can't explain why they act like that.
Oh my god. Well, I was thinking more. Okay, so where we live, it's what's the fucking thing? The triangle.
The Bridgewater Triangle.
The Bridgewater Triangle. It covers like a pretty big portion of like New England. And
Not really.
Okay, well to me I think it does.
It's smaller than one county.
Okay, so
In
it's more than one
Massachusetts.
county, whatever. To me it seems like it's big. Fine.
It's your
So
whole world, I guess.
it is my whole world because it's creepy. So the Bridgewater Triangle is just like a small actually like connection of a couple like towns, cities, whatever the fuck. But there's so much weird stuff involved around it. Like with Native Americans and just like creepy creatures and ghosts like on roads and everything. It's cool, but it's also creepy at the same time. And there's a story that he told me when I don't think you were a teenager, and him and a bunch of his friends, they went walking down this path down near some like abandoned railroad tracks or some shit like that. And out of like the bushes or whatever came these little creatures, the pugwudgies. Pugwudgies. Like
I don't know.
the pugwudgies. It's so fucking hard to say.
Pudgy-wudgy.
Once you fuck up the name the first time, it's so hard to say the name. But
Yeah, for sure.
they are these little tiny creatures. They look kind of adorable. And they don't really speak English. But, I mean, and this is not just like...
They are
funny.
not adorable.
Okay.
Like, they are horrifying.
Okay. So I've heard different depictions of them and different, like, stories
They
of
are
them.
cute, but, like, you can feel that...
You can feel that
You're
there's something
looking at
wrong.
something that shouldn't exist, and then it says, "Eat you!
Yeah.
Eat you!" And I'm like, he's gonna eat us. Let's leave. We were like trying to offer him a blunt to like pacify him because we're a bunch of fucking stoned out retards.
My goodness.
He didn't like that, did he?
No, he started like he yelled "Eat you" more, and he was throwing shit at us, so we fucking left. He didn't really follow us. I don't know. I've seen all kinds of shit in the woods. That's the only thing that didn't really belong there, per se. And they're the local fucking... They're basically mini Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
But they do talk like that. Like, anybody that's seen one will say some variation of they sound like that. But when we saw it, it was just like, "Eat you!" And I'm like, yo, okay, don't eat me. It's smaller than me, so I'm like, that might be hard, but like, at the same point, I don't know. Like, I know what a bear is. I know what coyotes are. I've seen wolves. I've seen foxes. Like, anything dangerous in these woods. I've lived here my whole life, and I'm an outdoorsy guy. But this was not any of those things, and it was on two legs.
Mm-hmm.
And it had something that sounded like "eat you," which is also not something any animal here says.
No. Animals don't talk. Some people have said they'll say like "meet you."
Yeah,
So
because some people
basically-
say they're aliens. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Some people who see these things will describe them exactly the same and then say it's an alien.
So
I don't think it was an alien on account of it looked too, like, dirty and disheveled, like it lives in the woods. I would expect an alien that doesn't live in the woods
Yeah.
and smell.
So like, I guess part
They
of the
smell like sulfur.
oh
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
that's not good. Sulfur usually means bad juju,
Well, it also means
devil,
big...
demon.
See, big animals take big, mean, strong,
Oh,
sulfur-smelling
okay,
shit.
yeah.
That's what it is.
So like the folklore behind them, I guess, like especially in like the olden days, is that these creatures would lure travelers into the woods and then they would like never be seen again. So they're like little tricksters that,
I don't know. I was not going to follow that motherfucker anywhere.
Well, no, you get smarter, as generations go by and you're like, we should not follow the talking animal on two legs. He said eat you. Yeah, I would assume too that he wants
Right.
to eat
Well,
us. Let's not do that.
That's the thing is, I was not in a horror movie. And so I didn't do what horror movie people would do, which is follow the thing into the fucking woods like an idiot.
I probably honestly would have just fucking ran.
Well,
like stay for a second to watch it and look at it and be like, oh my fucking god, I'm seeing this, and then run. I might even try taking a picture.
I don't know. It's the thing about you with your boys. There's like 5 of us, right? And like if one of us didn't run, none of us were gonna run until we've all kind of decided we're run. Like it basically, if one person makes a break for it, we all would, but nobody did. We were just kind of passing the blunt for a second before it said anything, because like it's like, you seeing this? What the fuck is that thing? And then it kept getting closer,
Yeah.
And we thought it was like smaller than it was too, because as it got closer, I don't know, it was like as big as a kid.
Mhm. Oh my god, that's so fucking creepy. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah. 5 or some shit, like small, like a midget,
oh my god,
but
yeah.
covered in hair.
Oh.
And I guess you could see it as cute. It had big eyes. It's
Yeah,
furry.
a lot of people
It's like
will
a little
say they
teddy
are
bear.
cute. Yeah,
But-
like an Ewok almost.
I've seen a little bear, and I've seen a little everything around here. And so, what the fuck is this? So, I didn't think it's cute because I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
And then it said it was going to eat me. Or us, generally, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried to appease it with a blunt, and then it chased us, and we figured it was going to eat us, so then we ran.
I've never seen an actual weird creature.
No,
Like, I've
but you
wanted-
kill lots of creatures.
Shut up. I've always wanted, like, part of me has wanted to see, like, a cryptid, whatever the fuck they're called.
Why?
Because it is intriguing to me, and I do think it's kind of
The
cool.
fuck is wrong with you?
I'm weird. I hate, I don't know what it's called, but like that fear of like deep, dark water or being underneath the water and just like seeing the fucking environment with like that little bit of light. I hate that shit. Scares the fucking shit out of me. Even the pictures that people will make for it of like a kid in the water and then you see their
Oh my
feet below the
God.
water in pitch blackness, that stuff really creeps me out. But I'll still watch
Right.
the videos. I'll still go watch the videos of the deep sea creatures that they find.
Chat, like and subscribe for her to play Iron Lung.
No.
Subnautica.
I have Subnautica and Subnautica 2.
Chibi!
What?
A2 Chibi?
It's a cool game.
I think Subnautica 1 has a VR part too.
No. No. I will freak the fuck out stuck in VR. I mean,
Remember the Titanic?
yes, I freaked out, and it was just a simulation of the Titanic sinking. I was like in tears. Partly, I was in tears.
Oh, you loved it till you realized the boat was gonna sink with you on it.
Because I thought it was just like you get to walk around the Titanic as it's there, and then you hear the ding ding of the bell, and then you hear iceberg, and I went, "Oh my fucking god!"
And then you can see the iceberg.
And then we see and it's literally, it is the entire experience from start to motherfucking finish. You are Rose and Jack on the motherfucking Titanic, and it is going down. And this motherfucker left me while I was on the back of the fucking boat, and I'm like, get your fucking ass back here, you asshole. Like, cause I'm like, I was so fucking scared.
Because I drowned.
Yeah, and I'm like, get back here. I know you can get back here. Do not leave me to drown alone. Rose might have let Jack die, but she didn't leave him alone. And yeah, it made me cry because at some point it hit me. This is as close as we're going to get to know what it actually was that these people experienced in the
It
final
was
moments of
very
their life.
well made.
And
Like,
you do sit in the water and hear the cries and screams at the end too. And I was bawling.
because when you die, you go to a viewing platform where you can just watch from like the air,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just kind of watch the whole thing unfold. Because eventually, you're eventually gonna die because the boat is fucking sinking, and when you hit the water, it counts you as drowning, and you get sent up to the viewing platform, and you can jump back in and start again. And that's why I went back to get you. But like, when the boat splits, it actually splits like it did in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see one go back up out of the water before it comes down. The waves, there's people everywhere. It was really, really well done. And it's not even the best one I've seen, because I know you saw they made one that's like a full cinematic experience with a story mode and everything. This was just made to
I
like
might wanna do
real
that.
quick show you the story mode one is like a 6 hour with high definition
Oh.
graphics game.
I gotta charge my. I have not charged my headset in a while. I gotta charge that and get back in and play some
I was
games.
playing
Yeah.
Golf Plus a while back, so that's fun.
Do you remember? Oh my god, I got stuck in the what is the thing at the top that the eagle's nest? Is that
The
what it's
crow's
called? The
nest.
crow's nest. I am not a sailor. I got stuck in there as it was going down. And it kept getting closer and closer to the water, and I was freaking the fuck out. I could not figure out how to get out.
Oh no.
Like, it's scary because
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
I wouldn't recommend it to you because it is like you are going down to the water. You're seeing the water coming up.
You have been traumatized in VR games that people wouldn't even expect, to be honest.
Yep.
Like, that's the thing about VR though, is like those are the only games I get scared in. Like Half-Life Alyx, which is the Half-Life VR game that they built for VR.
God, I played some of that. Just walking across the planks. Holy
I haven't
shit.
finished it because it's so fucking realistic that when you get to the part where there's zombies, the head crab zombies,
Oh yeah, I've heard him yelling before because it scared him so much.
they're not fast, but like you gotta load the gun and you gotta shoot for real, and they're coming at you and they look so realistic. It's one thing to see these high definition video game graphics nowadays on your 4K screen, but like the same level of detail in VR, which is what that game is almost like I had to stop over and over. I got to the sewer level and there's zombies around and there was those barnacle things that catch you from above.
Yep.
They have a tentacle. I had to stop. I don't even think I ever got past that level, to be honest with you.
Oh wow.
It's so intense that it's just like, but I do like VR for like more sporty or like workout or like we like comedy kind of physicsy games and stuff.
You want a funny one?
Yeah.
One that kind of scarred me a bit and scares me, but I still play it. So, giant dentist. You're not the giant. You're normal sized. You're fixing the teeth of giants. And it's very
wow.
cartoonish. But when they walk up towards you, for me, I actually have to like look away. And then they're there, and then they open their mouth, and I'm like, I am so scared to put my hand in your mouth, because in my mind, you're just gonna bite my hand off. It's not even really my hand, but it's just
a similar experience is there's this game, what is it called? I don't remember. It's a rock band type knockoff game in VR, and you can, kind of play the instruments with the VR. There is a level where you're playing for the like 3 Egyptian gods that are just in the sky existing, and they are like the scale of how large they fucking feel turns this music rhythm rock band game into fucking horror for me, and I had to stop. It was the idea that there was these planet-sized gods looking at me was just too much. It was like Horus and Ra or whatever.
Oh god, no.
Yeah. And it wasn't meant to be scary. Some of the things in VR aren't. There's one Valve made. It's just called Deep Sea. And it literally just kind of takes you through real footage that they made into VR under the ocean, and you can kind of just like exist there. And when a whale goes over your head, most people freak out.
I would too.
I know, that's why I haven't had you do it, because you might cry. Because it's a blue whale. And it's to size. It's actually the right
they're
size.
They're fucking huge.
Yeah. Now I've swam with blue whales.
Dude, that would that'd freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, they can be like 120 feet sometimes long.
there's this dream I had as a kid. Yeah. And it is one of the weirdest dreams that I've ever had. And I know that I had to have been like 8 years old when I had this dream. And it's kind of funny because my parents, I don't know if you've ever like seen one of these or know what they were, but it's a sheet that you put on the mattress and then there's a tent built into the sheet. So you get a little pop-up tent that you put over the mattress and there you go, you're camping on your bed. So I had that and that's what I'm sleeping in. And in this dream, I don't know what they're called. You know those like material tubes that have the rings in them like for animals to run through? I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
But
Like the tunnels.
yeah. So it was like 3 creatures and that was their body. Those weird tunnels and they were fucking huge. And each one was a different like animal head. Like one of them was like a lion. One of them I think was a weird like Chinese looking dragon and I can't remember what the third one was. But they were terrifying and they kept like going down and acting like they were going to bite at me. So I'm like freaking out and apparently I was really thrashing in my bed, like freaking out. And one of them like actually like got me in their mouth and I was like falling through the tunnel and I got wrapped up in my blankets in the tent and just like flung myself off the bed and landed on the floor.
Goodness.
That is one of the weirdest dreams I've ever had. And I honestly don't even know why I had it because I didn't. If it had happened the night that. I don't understand why my parents did this. They watched Child's Play. Whatever one has the mom or has Chucky drive the mom to some location and like they get pulled over by a cop. Whatever Child's Play movie that is. 1 or 2, I don't know. I think it's the first one. I have no idea. They were watching that movie in the living room. And the way that my old place I grew up was set up, the second bedroom was more like a dining room. Because it was just a big, like, archway. There were no doors. And you would walk through, and you'd actually have to walk through the room to the other side, go through a smaller doorway to get into the kitchen and the rest of the house or apartment. That was my room. And it was just a sheet. They just took a sheet that they hung up over that doorway. And I'm in there and I'm trying to sleep. And they're watching Child's Play and I'm hearing it. And it creeped me out just hearing it. Now, if I had that nightmare when I heard that movie, I think that would make perfect sense. But I know for a fact that wasn't that same night because I didn't have that tent thing when they were playing that movie. And it's the same room. But yeah,
Here's Chucky.
I hate you so much.
I love you.
But yeah,
My
it's just like one of
goodness.
the weirdest creepy dreams I've had. And like now I think that's kind of like I say that I have a fear of animatronics. I think that's where that started. That it's not necessarily animatronics that scare me. It's just like for whatever reason of that dream just like left something in me that because like I could go to Chuck E. Cheese and it's fine when I, would be near the stupid animatronic band. I just get a little creeped out like it's weird. But if it's like, we're talking like, if it's like Harry Potter and it's the fucking snake or it's the fucking giant ass spider and it's that type, that's gonna freak me the fuck out. 1, it's a real creature. 2, it's fucking huge. Those are definitely gonna freak me out. So I don't think it's actually have a fear of animatronics like as a whole, but like the big fucking like realistic animal ones, yeah, I definitely the basilisk, that's what it's called, the snake from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That would freak me the fuck out. Because like I always said like I want to go on the Jaws ride. I want to go on first it was Jurassic Park, now it's Jurassic World, and I mean that ride keeps changing. Like I've always said I want to go on rides like that. But honestly, I think they would have freaked me out way too much. Maybe not Jaws as much because there's only really one part where the actual shark comes up like right next to you. when you're in the boathouse, and then like near the end when it's biting onto the electric wire. But Jurassic Park, even Jurassic World's kind of worse because there's two big dinosaurs. There's fucking raptors that pop out everywhere. The Hey Sam, I see you in the chat. There's the ones that have like the fucking thing
He's
that
also in the
pops out and
call.
then they spray you. Yeah, they had those. But at the end of like just the Jurassic Park, the fucking T-Rex, the head, head and part of the body actually, just drops down from the ceiling and it roars as it's like gonna get you, and that's when you drop down the waterfall, right? Dude, I would probably shit my pants. And in Jurassic World, there's more of those motherfuckers. Because there's one scene where there's two of the T-Rex and the whatever ominous Rex thing from the Jurassic World are
Indominus.
fighting. I'm just gonna call it the white one because I don't know what it's called. There's another one where that head pops out of a wall. And then it's the same thing at the end where it's like the T-Rex, down at the end drops down at you.
The Indominus.
I would probably shit my pants. I love watching them on YouTube. I think I would still go on them. See, that's the thing is, I know it would scare me. I'll still do it. I mean, because I like being scared. But I also will admit I'm a big fucking wimp. When I actually get scared, I'm a wimp. But I stay. But I'm a wimp. I mean, perfect example. It's not really creepy because it wasn't haunted. But the CCD school that was in my hometown, I hate that it's been torn down because to me I thought it was historical, but apparently they didn't think so and they tore it down. When they did youth group, my senior year I went because the guy that I was dating at the time was an altar boy. Maxine dated an altar boy at one point. He convinced me to go to the youth group and I'm all right, fine, I go. The priest there, dude, the father was hilarious, loved him. He was actually from like Italy, so freaking cool. After they did their little youth group session, they'd have a potluck. That was kind of cool because you got to eat, and then they always played a game. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, hide and seek in the dark. In the entire building. There was a basement, there was a first floor, and there was definitely a second floor. There might have been a third, but I don't think I ever went past the second floor. I didn't go to CCD school. I'm not Catholic. I didn't really go in that building a lot, except for to go to the youth group, and it was just you go in the front door, you go down the hall, you go to that room. Now, all of a sudden, I'm stuck in the basement with a group of kids that are younger than me, because I somehow ended being one of the oldest ones there at 18, and they're clinging to me, and I'm like, I am the worst person for y'all to be standing behind. I might sacrifice you to leave because I fully believe that I am going to see a girl in a fucking school uniform crawling on the ceiling at any moment now. I feel like we are in that fucking movie Stay Alive for real playing the fucking video game. Like the place had that vibe of Stay Alive with the video game. Because it's just a regular basement. There were a couple of classrooms. They had like the old style bathrooms, which were like cool with the old wooden doors and everything. It was really cool with the lights on. With the lights off, I was cheating, mind you. There were supposed to be no lights. I had an old flip phone, right? That's how long ago this was. I was seriously flipping that motherfucker open and just like going around looking at everything. And you're not supposed to do that. And I said, does it look like I care? No. If you don't want me to scream and abandon you, I need to be able to see where everything is, especially because I don't know this place and I am not going in the bathrooms because that just screams the chick from The Ring is popping out of one of those stalls.
Yeah.
The next time that they said,
What do you mean?
The next time they said they were going to play that game, I was like, I'm going to go. I can walk home. I don't live that far. I'm going. Bye. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Not happening. Sam says that
Yeah, that
he's in
sounds
the call and
creepy.
he's listening. Oh, because you'd have to leave these here. But okay, whatever. That's cool. Yeah, I have quite a lot of weird, unexplained, creepy, paranormal, some just weird experiences throughout my life. But again, I think that's just because I live in New England.
Yeah.
Like I said, there are Native American stuff. Like there's I of course he's not here now because he's gonna remember all of this because he's been to this. There's this island. And he's been here. He's like took a boat out there, and it has something to do with I think it has to do with the fact that there were like clay pots, or like the soil that they used to use for clay pots makes the soil like really red. So the water around it will look red like water and stuff like that. So there's some kind of freaking story and lore about that, but I don't know what it is. Max knows because I said he's been there. He's also been to this other place where it's like a hilltop, bunch of just rocks. And the eerie folklore is that if you go there, you get like this overwhelming sense of dread, and you like feel like you're hopeless, and you want to like jump off the cliff and like kill yourself.
That's a
And
mood.
there's another part with it where people say that they see Native Americans either jumping off the cliff or getting pushed off the cliff or something like that. Now, Max has been there and he says he's never seen anything like that. And he has never experienced anything like that. He actually thought it was really cool being out there.
It's peaceful.
But you did bring people out there that said that they felt uneasy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the island with the red soil that makes the water red that you like swam out to? Or I mean, not swam out to, but rowed out to in the boat.
Oh, Berkeley, Dighton Rock.
It's Dighton Rock.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's basically like this, I wasn't sure, like the soil, just because of like the color, because they use it for the clay pots or whatever, makes
Yeah,
it all
the
red.
island is like in between.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a river, and there's this little tiny island that you can walk around on, but not much else.
Mm-hmm.
And when they dug it up, they found Native American remains, and in those, when they did, it had red ochre, which is this rare earth element that, when exposed to A, water, and B, oxygen, turns blood red and then looks like blood mud, basically.
Ugh, blood
And it
mud.
ruined all of like anything that they were going to get was also ruined by it.
Mm-hmm.
They know like the Native Americans that were buried there put that there.
Mm-hmm.
Or the people that buried them. So it's not like a big mystery. It's just like, why?
Yeah. But yeah, that's it's
Well, at the
cool.
time, it would be crazy, right? You're digging up this ancient burial site, and everything starts turning
Being
into
red, yeah.
blood mud.
And it really brings that whole fucking thing of like like when like weird shit happens, like when the cicadas were like everywhere. And of course the joke amongst the internet usually was like, okay, who opened the sarcophagus? Because it's like a fucking plague.
Yeah.
So who dug up a mummy? Like, have we not fucking learned our lesson yet?
Right.
No, because they're still opening sarcophaguses or sarcophagi. We have not learned our lesson. We're still trying to apparently bring back dinosaurs. There's an entire franchise of why that's not a good idea.
Mm.
And they started as books. And yet still I see things of like people talking about like they're still trying to like basically like exactly like the plot of fucking Jurassic Park of using fucking DNA from like fucking mosquitoes or frogs and bullshit like that and trying to bring back dinosaurs. And I'm like, why the fuck would you want to bring back a velociraptor? Why the fuck would you want to bring back a Tyrannosaurus Rex? I
Right.
love the Triceratops. I don't want to get impaled by its horns. I mean, there's like, why? Why does the human race want to create things that will inevitably destroy them? There's not an answer.
I guess they want to see the life back. Like extinct life back.
I'm
You know.
tired, sorry.
How dare you?
Oh, fucking
Do I bore you, Maxine?
nah, dude. Like, for real, for a moment, like, real life has just been kind of kicking me in the lady balls.
Yeah, no worries, man. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, stuff going on with my mom. So, okay, you know what? I'll talk about this just a little bit. Because it's been bugging me. And I've tried talking to Penn about this, but I realized something that if a person has not lost a parent, they can't fully understand like the feelings that I'm going through and will always try to explain why you're feeling it. And it's like, bro, I know the psychology behind why I'm feeling what I'm feeling. I need to vent to you about what I'm feeling. So, my dad passed away 6 years ago. I'm still dealing with it. My mom, very much still dealing with it. And constantly, like telling me, like, there's no one else that she wants other than my dad. She has no plans on dating anybody.
Apparently Sam has joined us, but he's all muted and shit.
Yeah, he said that he's in there. He's just listening because if he leaves the YouTube app on his phone, it cuts off the screen.
Oh, that's fine. I was like, oh, Sam's here.
Michael I have no idea how to pronounce that name. Crichton wrote a lot of sci-fi that's true now. That's scary.
It's the guy that wrote Jurassic Park.
So that's the guy that wrote Jurassic Park. Is that they're trying to actually make it. Shit, I totally forgot what I was talking about too.
He wrote a book that essentially kind of predicted COVID too, in a sense, which is kind of scary to think.
Sam!
That is kind of scary to think about. It's like with people trying to make the clones or trying to make the cyborgs and stuff like that. Why? We have so many. Have you not seen iRobot? You are so echoing.
Oh, hold on. I know why.
Well, at least you know.
Yeah.
You have no idea how many people that you're echoing, and their answer will be like, no, I'm not.
When I can hear myself, you're echoing.
Okay, is this any better now?
Well, I don't hear myself when I'm talking, so yeah, much better.
Okay, yeah, I had to close out the watch stream thing on Discord, so that's why. So.
Gotcha.
Did Sam see an alien?
Yeah, here's a good question for you. Is there any, like, unexplained weird experience you had as a kid that you still can't explain? Whether it's, like, ghost or UFO, anything like that?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw, like, I don't even know really how to describe it. It was like an old dude like wearing a cape or something, like almost like a vampire, but not like quite. It was really weird. Like I could kind of see his outline, but like not really. When I was like 9 or 10, it was really weird.
Sam saw Dracula confirmed.
You saw a vampire.
I mean, I don't know that it was a vampire, but it kind of looked like one, so...
That's kind of cool.
Well, and how many vampires have you seen to compare that to?
Except the sparkly ones on the TV screen, none.
Yeah, so he's probably
Well,
right.
What made you think it was a vampire? Was it like its eyes or something?
It just kind of like... It was kind of like the face, and like what I imagined at the time, like being like, 9 or 10, like I kind of like imagined, oh, that's what a vampire would kind of look like, and
So
I didn't
are we
realize that.
talking like he looked like Buffy the Vampire Slayer type of vampire, or like the Lost Boys type of vampire, or hell, like fucking Blade vampires?
Kind of
Nosferatu.
kind of like Nosferatu mixed with like Spawn, honestly.
Dude,
Hmm.
So
that's
that
sick.
that wasn't even like the creepiest part though. It was just like the feeling I had. Like it was like I felt kind of like if I got any closer, I would like there was just the bad kind of vibe. So
No, I get that. I definitely. So
Sure, it could have ripped me to shreds, but the worst part was the bad vibes.
yeah. So I get told by not everybody, but you're echoing again.
oh really? How about now?
Sounds good now.
He's trying to watch something.
No, that's weird. Anyway, though.
So I totally get the whole vibe thing because, so like I said, not by like everybody. Yeah, he's muted. You're gonna have to turn you down, buddy. I'm just trying not to say too much or talk too loud so that it doesn't echo.
There you go. He's muted.
All right, good. So I totally understand the whole like the creepy getting a vibe thing because like I said, not everybody I know, but like a group of people throughout my life, they say that they think that I'm an empath. I don't really believe in like the empath thing, like as far as like like on Charmed or any like paranormal stuff like that. I think it's
Baby, I don't think you're an alien. You were born
not
right
an
here on Earth.
alien. An empath means that you can feel other people's emotions.
Oh,
I
so
can't.
like extra sexual perception.
No. Basically, I can pick up on someone's mood and emotion, and I think it's more the fact that I have ADHD than anything else of why I can kind of pick up on somebody's mood, But
ADD makes you psychic.
ADHD, motherfucker. Anyway, I do get like feelings, like in certain places you get like vibes, and I definitely get like creepy vibes from certain places and not others. And sometimes those vibes have like been like kind of confirmed of like, oh yeah, some like weird shit happened here. Dude, I don't think I'm no type of fucking clairvoyant fucking motherfucking shit. I just think I'm like super sensitive because I'm a wimp, and so I pick up on shit and like react to it because I'm wimpy. To be quite honest, I talk a big game, but basically I'm a fucking chihuahua with big dog syndrome. It's true.
Well, people say that I'm an empath too, but it's like no, I'm just really good at like observing people and like picking up on people's personality from like observation.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that you have mind powers, but I was just surprised to learn that she did.
I don't have mind
Well, he's a
powers.
crippled guy. If they're in a wheelchair, they got mind powers. That we've already established this on the show.
Like in X-Men.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah, although apparently my mind powers went to like 100 last night.
Oh yeah. Why is that?
I got high as fuck on bits and bones last night.
Because of that drink?
Yeah, so like
Nice!
I did not know that I know what THC is, obviously, and I've smoked
Oh no.
and I have smoked weed
It's in the Discord. He put up a picture of it.
But like
That's great.
It's the Cheech and Chong fucking brand, dude.
yeah, so someone gave me one of those, and I chugged like 3/4 of it during the show, and I didn't feel anything.
Yeah, not right away.
Not right away.
And then it hit me all it hit me all at once.
Yeah.
Too.
That's how it goes.
I was like,
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch that now.
I was flying.
I was flying, he says.
That's awesome.
Wheelchair had wings.
Dude, I remember when Penn came here to visit, and yeah, I got her high. I got my best friend high, and it was one of the funniest.
Well, we did a show when she was high. It was so funny.
It's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. Penn is sitting next to me. She's got goldfish. And she's like, I need goldfish, crackers. I want to have a snack. Those are good. I was like, all right, fine. So we went to the store and we got them and we're back and we're smoking the blunt. And she probably took 3-4 hits. That's it. And that girl was gone. She was, look at the goldfish. It's so pretty. But it's sad because I'm going to eat it. It's like, I'm like, just eat the goldfish. It's okay. It's not going to feel a thing. It's already dead. Wrong thing to say.
Yeah.
Because then she's like, oh, fuck. But then we did the show with you, and she was a little bit better, but oh my God, was it a fun show.
You were much better. You started ranting about killing mice.
Yeah, that was my one thing. I started ranting about killing mice. They invaded our territory, dude. I had never dealt with field mice before, and I was getting pissed because they were fucking my shit up. And I was like, when I got them, I got them.
I just had to stop you because you were enjoying talking about it too much.
It brings me joy.
I know, but that was crazier than her being high, though.
Got it. Oh my God. So something funny today that I was talking about with Penn. I don't remember how it ended up coming up. But I ended up talking about Wednesday. And saying something like, oh my God, I wish I really was like Wednesday Addams and I could just fucking turn my emotions off and not give a fuck as much as she does. Cause shit gets to me. It was a joke. Cause I've been compared to Wednesday Addams since I was little. I fucking went as Wednesday Addams for Halloween one year. I even had Marie Antoinette, fucking doll with the head popped off, and my dad was Uncle Fester. He even got one of those trick light bulbs put in his mouth and it would light up. I don't know how it fucking worked.
Nice. But he kind of just looked like Uncle Fester
anyway.
Yeah,
because he started shaving. He had alopecia areata, and so he just started shaving his head because it would actually start to hurt once it when it got barely a centimeter long, it would start to actually hurt. So he would just shave bald. So he was Uncle Fester. So I've always been compared to Wednesday Addams. I also got compared, or people told me that I looked like Christina Ricci when I was younger, and I looked like Wednesday Addams. I took it as a compliment because I fucking love Christina Ricci. But so I make that joke. It's just a fucking joke. Now, she knows this. She's known me for years. And then she starts going into like this whole fucking analysis of not only like Wednesday, like Christina Ricci Wednesday Adams, but then she goes into Jenna Ortega Wednesday Adams. And she starts going into the differences about how that with the Jenna Ortega Wednesday Adams, the reason why she shuts off her emotions and everything is because she really doesn't want to be like her mother who shows her emotions. So it's really just because this whole like fucking thing. And I'm like, yeah, see, I like the other one better. She just doesn't give a fuck and doesn't care. I want that. I don't have some kind of superiority fucking but it makes it when she cares more meaningful. No, it makes the other Wednesday Adams more meaningful when she fucking cares because she truly doesn't give about shit except for her family. That makes it more important.
Right.
This is the most woman-centered conversation I've ever been a part of.
Hello, Sammich Makers broadcast.
Well, no, I just don't understand the whole...
I know, because you're not a woman.
Yeah, it's like you have to compare this fictional TV person to some type of social structure paradigm within your life. That's what I just don't get. This goes over my head.
Hey, I just said that I wish I could turn my emotions off. Penn's the one that turned it into a psychology lesson, which by the way, she did like do psychology in college, so.
Oh, well, that's fair.
But I was just like, yeah, I know. I just like the other Wednesday because she just doesn't give a shit, and that's kind of how I feel right now. And she was like, oh, and I'm like, you missed that I made a joke, huh? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. You've been missing my jokes lately. You've been tired.
I was influenced by more people that say really awful, foul, languagey things. So that probably explains me, huh?
I learned a new phrase today. Flip a bitch. Now, it might not mean what you think it means. No. So, flip a bitch just means to flip a Yui. To take a U-turn. Right? I learned that today because one of the girls in the group chat that I'm in with Penn now is from California. So I was already like, oh, I kind of know how to deal with her already because I talk to Chibi a lot, so I know some stuff. And she's like, yeah, she's like, people will find it weird when I say I need to flip a bitch, and they look at me like I'm weird. And like, it just means taking a U-turn. I was like, dude, I'm using that now. I love that.
That, I believe, is illegal because in Massachusetts, the proper terminology is bang a Yui.
Bang a Yui.
You gotta bang a Yui over there.
Yep. And then I was like, oh yeah, like wicked pissa.
Yeah, it'll be a wicked piss of Yui. That you're gonna go bang a Yui. Oh jeez, dude.
Oh my god, dude. I went off and even did a fucking voice memo fucking shit in this group chat. Because we started talking about accents. Because she was saying that people tell her, like, family that comes from, like, New York tells her, oh, you sound like such a Valley girl. And she's like, no, I have the SoCal. I'm not Valley. And, like, she went on this whole thing explaining it. So what did I do? Oh, my God, yeah. It's like when people tell me I got the Boston accent. I'm like, dude, it's fucking Pawtucket. And then she goes, I don't know shit about New England. I went, oh, okay. So I started explaining, like, Rhode Island and shit like that. And she goes, oh, okay, I get it.
A lot of places cannot understand. Like, even California has multiple accents, but they're so much larger of an area. So they don't fathom that we have accents that are completely different, like dialect changes between one city to the next.
Yep.
That transitions. Basically, you have everything from the full-on Fraser Crane to the Peter Griffin and a bit of Stewie too, all mixed up in different concoctions.
Because there are some people from New England where when they, like, if they're just talking, sometimes you swear to God they sound British.
Yes.
It just happens sometimes.
I get that if I'm trying to speak properly and professionally, people often say, oh, is he because from other parts of the country, oh, are you a British guy? And I'm like, fuck you! I don't like when they call me gay, you know?
Max, I would just like I would just lean into it and be like, yes, and just like troll them and see how long.
But when I literally use British as a fill-in for calling dudes gay and vice versa, I really can't do that, Sam. I can't. Them's
I
fighting
know, but
words. Call me British. No.
I know, but
Here before the 250th anniversary of this great nation in my American flag eagle shirt, which some crazy old boomer biker made a huge scene about my shirt as we were going to get pizza for the boy yesterday. It was hilarious.
With his kid on the back of the bike too, and he was like, "A fucking awesome shirt," or some shit like that.
He was like, "This is a bad motherfucker right here. I love that shirt." I was like, "Okay." I mean, it's a shirt my son got for me, I guess. Just some old boomer on a Harley. He was all American out too, though. So fair play.
yeah,
to him.
I mean, you gotta love the enthusiasm at least,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Well, there was a couple bikers that said something or other to me, but he was the most enthusiastic. It's
Yeah.
funny because it's pretty much just my summer workout shirt. I don't think about it, and every now and again, I get somebody that either really loves the America shirt or really, really fucking hates me for it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I get that sometimes too.
It's not the
But
people I usually would you might think either that get mad about the America shirt. It's some well, I guess it is. It's some old white lady every fucking time, you know.
no, I get every once in a while I'll get like people who they're like they claim to be like really into the flag code or whatever, so they get mad like at anyone who like wears anything like relating to
Well, but
the
it's not an
flag.
actual flag shirt, so they can suck my American dick respectfully. And then they
No,
can
I no I
fold it up and bury the fucking ashes.
I know that, but like trying to explain that to them, it becomes like a whole autism
Yeah, I
war.
know.
And,
You usually they stop listening after the part about sucking my dick.
yeah, usually I'm like, okay, whatever. So
There is
Actually, I have one other cool outside story related to my shirt today.
Mhm.
I was walking past the police station and the cops pulled in. They have this new fresh, like, I don't know if it's a wrap or decals on one of their cruisers for the 250th anniversary of America. So it's a local town cruiser decked out with flags and shit. And I was just looking at it as they pulled in the police station and they got out. And they saw me looking, and one of the guys was like, kind of like, "Can I help you? Like, why are you looking at our car?" And I realized why right away is because not only did they have this fresh new America wrap on the car, but they clearly just came back from somewhere. They're transporting their fucking awesome ass M4 rifles
cool.
as they got out of the car. And I was just like, "Oh, I just wanted to say the decals look really awesome." And he's like, "Oh, thank you." And I was like, "Man, I wish my son was here because he would have thought this is the coolest thing ever." They had their guns like not up, obviously. They had like orange safety protectors on them and stuff. They were doing it like legit. But it was just cool. They got out of this America car with their M4s, the local cops. And then they were like, "Can I help you?" I was like, "Oh, this looks awesome." And they were like, "Yeah, I know, thank you."
That's cool.
Sorry.
No, actually, you don't have to. No one has to watch it. I just want you guys to hear this, and then I actually want to get reactions on it. It basically has to do with Juneteenth, and it's so Make America Emo Again. I follow her on Instagram. I actually really like her
I'm
content.
not sure if you play it through your phone into the microphone, not everybody's gonna hear it.
Oh damn! All right, never mind then. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Because it's all about basically this guy has this question of to like Republicans, I guess.
I mean,
Like, oh, you're so like proud and happy that the slaves got freed, and you mentioned something about even though the party reversed, it never reversed. The Republicans were never the racist fucking party. It was always the Democrats. Anyway, I had to say that first because that like really annoyed me that he said that. But then he was like asking like, if you're glad that the slaves got freed, why are you upset about Juneteenth? And do you think that the black people deserve to be free or some shit like that? And it's like, but why are you so
Well,
upset about Juneteenth? Like, you got to think about that. And
You
like,
gotta
and I was like,
understand.
what
You
the
gotta
fuck?
understand. A guy like this is coming from the perspective. He's seeing people that are upset about Juneteenth because they're out there. They exist.
Yeah.
But they're weird. Most people didn't even know. They were like, "Oh, I got an extra day off. That's dope." And it's a Friday this year. Oh shit! Like, and then there were why? Oh, it's Juneteenth. Oh, maybe a joke about a cookout or something. But realistically, most people just didn't care. They don't feel that strongly about it. And the only people that do are locked in this culture war online, right? And so he's one of them, but he's on one side. He looks at the other side, sees what they're saying, right? And he's really mad about it. And then you see him, not what he's responding to. And you're like, nobody's actually like that. But there are people like that. The problem is it's all performative bullshit for social media. Him, the guy he's responding to,
Yeah.
all of it. Because he's not really mad that people are mad about Juneteenth.
No.
And people aren't really mad about fucking getting a day off from work.
No.
Or, okay, maybe in some cases you'd be like, oh, the post office is closed. But like, for the most part,
Or there's
who
like
cares?
there's like the people that honestly don't know what Juneteenth is. And so, they'd be like, oh, just another black holiday. But it's like, no. See, Juneteenth actually is important because Juneteenth, it's not even like, we don't even know if it was June 19th, but it was around that time that like the furthest slaves away finally found out that they were free years after they were freed.
In counties in Texas that they were still going around spreading the Emancipation Proclamation, actually. They would read it to them and then explain that meant that they were free because a lot of them were illiterate and obviously couldn't understand Lincoln's language even. And it was important. It's important to commemorate. It commemorates the day the last slave found out they were legally free because they weren't all necessarily free that day either. It's a process. That's why it's Juneteenth. People think it's like because they mispronounce words or something. No, it is that way on purpose. Because it's just like a lot of things. If you're an African American descendant of slavery, you don't actually know a lot about where your culture is the way that Europeans do. You don't know about where you grew up, where your great grandparents grew up. You have a lot of different and so just like that, you don't know what day you were freed, right? But at least to celebrate that you were, and it's when the last people understood, or at least were explained that they should be free, that's the day we mark.
Yeah, I actually had to explain it to my mom because my mom didn't know what it was. She didn't understand.
And if you don't like it, you don't have to go to the fucking cookout.
Yeah.
Right? And most people, it'll be they get a day off work, or there's some things will be closed that day.
Yeah.
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, and they'll have special decorated cakes, but they don't know what to decorate and have to. One I find commonly is people are complaining that there's watermelon cakes at Walmart. They're always watermelon cakes. Those aren't for Juneteenth.
No.
They just always have that there. Those are people making up a reason to get mad, for example.
Honestly, it makes you the racist one if you say that. If you only associate a watermelon cake with black people you're the racist.
Right. They're circling the drain of talking to other. That's the thing I'm trying to get at. That guy's a racist. He's talking about other racists. They disagree on who's the good guy race.
Yeah.
And then every normal person who's not a racist is like, oh, it commemorates freeing the slaves. That's cool. Or oh, I get it. They have a cookout. That makes sense. Something like that. Normal people don't react that strongly to it, I think.
Dare I suggest?
But those opinions don't get the clicks, though. Right? The racists get the clicks.
Dare I bring up another topic? The Anthony case.
Yeah, that's another one. The racists are getting all the clicks.
What was his first name?
Carmelo.
Carmelo Anthony case.
Yeah.
You guys know about that?
Yeah, no, Sam lives under a rock.
Well, I don't know if Chibi knows about it.
she might not be comfortable to say anything on it. And so that's what I'd like to say is a lot of people's opinion is like mine, which is that they're seeing a bunch of people act crazy, and what you actually have at the core of the matter is a tragic death and then another man whose life is now behind bars for the foreseeable future. Who's echoing?
I think it's Sam.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, you know, obviously I've heard of it. Now, what's interesting is, like, all the black people that I know are like, yeah, Carmelo totally deserved jail time, but I guess in
By the
like
way.
Colorado, like people are really upset about it, and they think that like Carmelo didn't do anything wrong, from what I've heard.
Who's the girl we watched the video?
Oh, I mean, I could bring. I don't remember her name off the top of my head. A YouTuber. I've showed her videos on Sam's show before.
Yeah, I found her on TikTok and we started watching her shows. So the best way I can explain it is basically she's the really cool black chick that used to be a liberal that is no longer a liberal, and she's so freaking cool. And she did a video on this, and I had the same thought before she said it, reading all these people's comments and what they're saying about Carmelo and what they're saying about the case and how they're acting like, oh, you can't defend your, and all this stuff. And it's like, they are acting as if he's the one that is dead. They are acting as if he's the one that got stabbed and murdered and not that other boy.
Right.
And it
Some
is
don't know.
insane.
Some of them think that's what happened.
Some of them actually think that he's dead. Dude,
Yeah.
How can you think he's dead when he got sentenced to 35 years in jail?
Because they're just tapped into, this is the new thing I'm supposed to be mad about. And that's what I'm talking about. All of these big cases. This is why, like, my message has been people should tune out of that shit. They're specifically rage baiting both sides with both sides, right? Of any given issue. With the most vile, vulgar people get the most attention, with the most vile, disgusting opinions, and you see it and you can't help but get mad about it. That's the point. And then it feeds this vicious social media bullshit cycle. And you know, to our credit, I'd like to think Sam and I, like, that's kind of the point of our show, has been kind of spitting in the face of all that and saying normal opinions, like, yeah, if you stab a guy, you're probably going to go to jail. 1, 2, not every case, just because the race of the victims is different, is about race. I don't think this one seems to be, from anything I've seen about it. And then 3, the most vile and disgusting opinions are given the biggest megaphone by these big corporations running social media websites, who are the real villain of the story, in my opinion, every fucking time.
And honestly, it's not even within, like, the political realm.
They don't even care which side. They just want the most disgusting, vulgar opinions to get the biggest airplay. Like Twitter, X, Google, all of them, TikTok, all of them. This is how they operate. They want the most disgusting possible opinions to get the front fucking page, because you're going to click it just because it makes you mad. And they don't care who wins and loses, except as long as they keep getting those clicks.
Yeah, I was saying it's not even within, like, the political shit that happens.
Right.
It happens in every single section of the social media. I had to explain this to Penn. So obviously I can't get into too much of, like, her stuff, but with, like, her POV, she will make, like, pictures to go along with her story, so she uses AI to create them. And she's actually gotten, like, pretty good at it. But she's very frustrated that there are a lot of women out there that are making very vulgar AI pictures. And we're not just talking about like the steady stuff, which is having Steve and Eddie be in some sort of homosexual type of relationship or all, interaction. They also add Billy to the mix. I don't even know what the fuck that is called. I do not look into any of that. I'm not interested in any of that. Personally, I find it disrespectful to do shit like that, but hey, you can't stop people from being gross. But I had to explain to her why
I wish I could.
why these people that are doing that with the characters, but they're also doing it with their own original characters. So they're making women to go along with them, and there's no need for you to make an AI character in Daisy Dukes, a bikini top, planting flowers to talk about something that has nothing to do with that. Except that you want to get attention. You want people to come back and click and watch. So you're going to keep posting more erotic-esque type shit. I really truly find it disgusting with how far they go.
Or even
But
opinions within fan bases, right? Like, if you
Mhm.
still like Stranger Things,
Mm-hmm.
there are people that say, fuck you,
Yep.
because season 5 was bad.
Yeah.
And then there's other people that are like, fuck you, because you admit season 5 was bad.
Yeah.
Right? Because they can't admit any of it was bad.
Yeah, exactly.
It's toxic. It's
But, like,
bullshit.
I had to explain to Penn of, like, you get views. Okay, you have genuine views. You have people that follow you. You have people that are telling you how much the story means to them. Like, you have a following, and that's what you need to focus on. Fuck everything else. Because you're not selling out. That's the difference. They are selling their soul, making these disgusting, erotic, gay, like literally homosexual fucking stuff with these characters, and they're posting it just because that's what a lot of the sick freaks out there want. So they know they're going to get people to come and click on it. Even if they don't agree with what they're posting, they're going to do it because they know it's going to get them views. And I told her, you should be proud of what you have because yours is genuine. Yours is, they appreciate your work. They appreciate the story that you are writing with your characters. These other people are just selling out for the clicks and the views with slop. And she herself, and I point this out to her, you can sit there and point out 5 things that are wrong with their AI pictures. And I mean, they are things that are like, if you're really trying to do this, you're not going to leave those mistakes there. You're going to figure out how to fix them. Why? Because they don't care, because it's AI slop that they're putting out just to get the clicks and views. And I also told her, if you continue putting out your AI art, you have to understand that because of that, people are going to come after you for it. And because there are so many different opinions and debates on AI and AI art and stuff like that, especially within the art community, you're going to have people that are going to come at you and say it's not really art. You gotta let it go and ignore them because they're kind of right.
I think an important topic that like Sam and I talk about all the time, but like to a female audience, there's like female creators and stuff are using AI, but haven't kind of encountered the hostility. Like Penn, like she's like, wait, what? Why do they hate just me making it at all? And it's like you gotta understand that to some people, a segment of the population, 1% AI is 100% AI, and they are never gonna agree with you, and you can't convince them, and you're better off just accepting that they think your stuff is quote unquote slop.
I told her I had to realize that with my music, because it doesn't matter that most of the stuff that I put out, either I wrote the lyrics or Max wrote the lyrics and I mixed the music for. I know that it's not going to matter to somebody that like Why I Sing This Song is a song that I wrote every single lyric. Right. And I know that there are people that are going to be like, but you use Suno, so it's bullshit. It's not real.
Hold
it's
on.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then I produced it like layer by layer from the ground up based off a demo that we made on Suno bring in my Rhodes keys and my
Yep.
Dr. Dre drums
Yep.
and all of that fucking shit that I've been working on for fucking 30 years as a music producer, but go off. I used to put 1% of AI to remaster it or whatever. It's silly. So,
But I don't care because I know that I took the time to write it. I know that on Suno there are so many people that listen to it. I know that it has inspired other people. Other people have not only done remixes of it, but they've all of a sudden created their own music
That's-
because I inspired them. And the singles that I have released that are on Spotify and iTunes and YouTube, I now have 24 monthly listeners on Spotify. That means that there's 24 people a month are listening to my 3 songs that I put out. And they don't care whether it's made with AI or not. They like the music. That's what I focus on. I told her
Right,
that's what
right.
she needs to focus on with her AIR. And I tell her, oh, I am a great fucking hype woman. Because her shit is fantastic. Because of her, mine's getting better. Because she's teaching me how to write the prompts. Because that's what it is. It's about knowing how to
feel-
write the prompts the right way. And I'm getting better too. And she's good.
I think Sam had a comment there for a second.
Pop
Maybe.
off, Sam.
Well, yeah, this is something I deal with like almost on like a weekly, if not daily basis, like even within like my writing community, because there are people who get the fact that just because I use AI to like outline my stuff and whatnot and do cover art, they realize that I'm still doing like the majority of the legwork. But like you said, there are people who think, well, just because it's like 1% or 10% AI, it's all AI.
Right.
And it's bullshit.
And also because of that, it's bad. That's another. Those are two separate opinions that it seems amazing that all the same people hold at the same time.
Well, and also my favorite one is, well, you're a fraud. Even though like I've been upfront about it from day one, and those are the people that you just kind of have to say, okay, well, I'm not even gonna give you the time of day.
Yeah, it sucks for us, right, Sam? Because like we are unapologetically pro AI, but you do have to take a bit of humility and just understand that these people don't fucking care. And they're just mad about AI. And usually it's because they are a less than fulfilled creator in some field already. And they feel threatened by AI. And I understand that. I was that guy in a way, right? Because I was a music producer long before Suno existed. In fact, I was playing music on the Sammich Makers broadcast years before that. Some of them are the same songs, by the way. If you fucking listen, they're just the same songs, but I used AI in some cases to generate better instruments than the ones that I currently have. In some cases, cleaning vocals up, changing vocals around, all kinds of things. But the majority of the music is that I've published to Spotify and iTunes and everything through DistroKid is still the same stuff I published on the Sammich Makers broadcast as demos.
Mm-hmm.
And I made those with my synth and samples and a DAW, which Suno also is. And you can check my Suno. I use that, the studio. Yes, that's a real virtual digital audio workstation like any other, because they're all pretty much the same nowadays. They all act like Pro Tools or Fruity Loops. There's 10 of them. I use Music Maker, Magic's Music Maker most of the time, but that has AI built into it now too. So even using the traditional tools, and by the way, it had it built into it for years. If you just count the specific tools that I use, you just didn't have an AI to talk to. That was the difference. But you could generate synth sounds probably like 5 years ago, right, within Magix or Pro Tools. The same way that I'm doing. But most of the stuff that I played on that record, I literally played it on my little synth. It's not like that's hard. It's people are amazed. It shows to me A lot of the people I know that are musicians just think AI is cool or a helpful tool. A lot of the people that are mad about AI music don't fucking make music. And if they do, they can be easily explained to, because if I show them the fucking DAW, they'll be like, oh, so it's just a DAW. Yeah. You want to plug your vocals into it? You want to plug your guitar into it? Oh, yeah, it's the same as anything else. That's how a musician would look at it. That's how a producer would look at it. But you notice the people that are mad at it, they don't look at it that way at all. They think it's a magic box that produces a song. But even if you just use the little style box, that's not what it's doing. Right? It's doing a whole bunch of tasks at once that is beyond their little pea brain to comprehend. And they're mad about this because they can't do it.
And that's another thing where being able to write prompts well comes in handy. Because once you, like, we've kind of learned, like, once you find a certain phrase for a style, you want to stick with it. And then you can, by yourself, teach yourself how to write the prompts better. But there's also features within Suno, better when used on a desktop than on the phone. There are features within it where the AI will actually help you to basically, like, refine the style option that you use.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, like Craig even said one time to me that's somebody that can do that would be better than the top tier musician. But no, because to do that, you have to speak the language of music already, which means you would know that anyway. It doesn't matter if you're a prompt engineer, you have to speak music. If you speak music, it's fluent. You notice how I'm fluently able to adapt all these different styles and get it to spit out something very specific. It's because I know how to speak music.
That's one thing I've noticed, like, so even before I started, like, really doing Suno years ago, like 2 years ago, I was messing around with Suno. Basically just doing, like, really stupid, like, Stranger Things songs just to share with Penn, be like, listen how stupid this fucking shit is. But I was messing around with it back then. The difference from then to, like, even like from then to when I first started really doing Suno, I could see that I had a difference when how I was writing prompts.
Right.
But now that you've helped me and Suno has helped me, and I've learned, like, the musical lingo, the musical terms that for how I want things to sound, my stuff is, like, dare I say 100 times better than when I first originally started messing around with Suno.
The other thing is, the more you write songs, the better songwriter you're going to be.
That too, when I first started writing the first song I wrote was Hey God, It's Me. And then I think it was Daughter of the King. I think that was the second one. That one I did have AI help me with a little bit because I was a little nervous writing it. But then it got to Why I Sing the Song, wrote that one completely by myself. There's a few of them. Nothing on My Man is one that I wrote completely by myself.
Except for the dude part, which
he wrote, yeah. But, like, I've even noticed my writing for that has gotten so much better.
Was that Sam?
It was Sam. Go ahead, Sam.
Well, yeah, like, so the way I use ChatGPT is basically, like, to do outlines and then write, like, first, like, rough drafts and then refine it, which basically, like, there are different types of, like, writing softwares that you can buy for, individually for those tasks that, like,
have existed since the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All those apps though, like, they don't talk to each other and they all cost like an arm and a leg. So
that's
at least, like,
what I say with Suno is, like, people are down on me, but I have never had access to the level of studio that would get that kind of sound. I'm able to now have access to Rick Rubin's personal studio and every studio musician on earth at my beck and call. And at the very least, like, the ones I put out, I usually use stuff that I've played with my synth myself and everything. Especially That Itch album. That's like songs I've written 20 years ago, mostly.
You know, speaking of the writing thing, because I've been working on actually trying to write a book. Like I've said before, Sam has inspired me to actually write. Chibi has actually been like stepping in as kind of like an editor, reading it over and helping me out. And one thing that I've been doing, because like I had an issue where like, oh crap, I accidentally used a real town. So one thing, I had Gemini help me create a new town. I love it. In Google Docs, you can open it up and it comes up right next to the document.
Mm-hmm.
And so it knows what you're writing in that document and it helps you. So it helped me come up with a new town. But here's the thing. You have that find and replace feature that has been a part of writing for like a really fucking long time.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
called
that basically a fucking AI fucking thing?
It's called Control F. Control F.
Yeah, and then you can write in the word that you want to
Uh-huh.
replace, and then you write in the
And then
word that you
it
want to replace.
highlights
Yeah.
every instance of that
And
word.
but I was just thinking, like, that's been around like fucking forever. But that's
This
kind
is
of like
they
the
do
same
not
thing.
and I think for anybody that you know if you haven't heard us talk about this before, it's a lot of people don't understand that AI at its core that we're talking about, generative AI, is generally using a set of tools that already exist based on what you're telling it. It's interpreting what you say, and it's saying, for example, in Sam's case, he's looking for, or what you're saying, I need to replace a word. It's doing a couple of different things at once instead of you finding 5 different tools. One of them is like, find if this is a real town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, it's a real town. Think of a possible replacement that's not a real town. It's doing all of this at the same time because you asked it, but then it's like also find and replace every instance in the document. Like you said,
Mm-hmm.
that's just Control F and then like Control S, I think, to select everything, and then you just type the word. Yeah, these are all tools that exist. It's the same with Suno.
Mm-hmm.
These are all tools that if you think that you can't just generate the sound of any instrument on Earth, I'd like to introduce you to the idea of a concept called the synthesizer, which I've been using since I was a small child.
Mm-hmm.
I can literally, there's a great episode of King of the Hill, I think with Green Day actually, playing the band that's down the street. And one of them, this was a show in the 90s referencing technology from the 80s, just to be clear. Hank Hill's yelling at them, and with the guy with the keyboard, records what he says, distorts it, and then uses it as like a bass riff for a song. He's like, I'll tell you dangle what. And they're like, I'll tell you dangle what. And they're like, 1, 2, 3, go. Tell you dangle what. Tell you dangle what. Like, this technology is not new.
Mm-mm.
I can make my synthesizer, especially with computers added to it. See, the old synths, you had to like find a frequency to make each sound.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I showed you one where the guy built all of this like a trillion
that's
synths.
exactly what I was thinking of when you started talking about
Right,
it.
right. You used to have to combine them together to get bigger and bigger sounds, and he just took it to like, I think he did like 10,000 of them or a million.
And he said it was super fucking loud.
Yeah. So to get the higher and higher frequency, you're trying to get it tuned in like a little tuning fork onto the sound for each thing on the old synths, right? They had tubes and things. A keyboard just digitized all that. And then a computer added a computer to the mix. So you can take any sound in the world. This is how I made my drums, right? I took the most basic pitch. Originally, I took a basic pitch drum sound. Later on, I used my kids' drums.
Mm-hmm.
And I recorded them with the microphone. And then I spent hours on each snare, hi-hat, whatever, tuning the drum to sound very crisp and clean. That for each hit. So I recorded one fucking hit that I sat there for hours tuning. Then that's the basis of every hi-hat. So it's like a little, and then the other one's a, right? And you tune it in so they sound nice and crystal clear. And then you put them on your little fucking keyboard. And this is each of the drum kit. And then you can just play them like the drums. That's what the AI is doing.
So to like put that towards like the AI art. So a lot of people think that when you're making the AI art, you just tell it to make it look like a character, like an actor or a character. But you can do so much more than that because a person can literally come up with a description of a person and write out every feature that they think in their head, and the AI will create that person. So you
Also, I
can
want to just
completely
say,
tweak
I
it.
believe Jed asked if he could join. I said, yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Okay, Jed, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I wasn't trying to be
Welcome
disrespectful or
in.
anything. Hello, thank you.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but
How are you? How are you guys today?
good. We've been talking about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Right
Yeah.
now we're basically talking about AI. And like I was saying with the AI art about with the prompts, you can, like you're saying, how you can get those sounds and make them crisp. You can get pictures to look so
Hold on.
realistic if
Hold
you
on.
do it right. What?
I get that, but I just want to clarify.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that with AI. I recorded a drum and I sat there with
Yeah,
my
I know, but I
VSTs
was saying like I'm taking
and
that in
filtered.
I know, but I was saying I took
I know,
that and
I know.
I was
I know.
turning it into that thing. I'm not saying that's what you
I just
did.
wanted
I'm
to
just
clarify. I didn't use
it was
AI
like
to
a
make my drum set.
no, it was just like it was to me a good way for me to explain the AI when you're making art, and like you're not just taking like, hey, make this look like fucking like Robert
Well,
Downey Jr. or
for
some shit like that. You know, you're
example,
actually typing out what you want the features to be.
the art ones is what they're doing is they're creating like a reference model based on the data that you're giving it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're going it through, and they generally will have multiple different like stylistic choices they're going through based on what you type. But if you want something that's photorealistic, or you don't say otherwise, it's going to assume that.
Mm-hmm.
Then once it's created its quick reference in its head that it's making, it's going to generate you two ones real quick based on whatever you've said. But
Mm-hmm.
that whole process is involving it using, like I said, if they were to take my drums, because I have a custom model, that's why I said my drums on my custom model are the drums that I played myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're taking AI apart like that, it's actually drawing it like probably in a black and white, like photorealistic sketch real quick
Mm-hmm.
to get an idea of what it's going to do. And then it kind of fills in the blank and it shows it to you. It's the work that would take hundreds of hours, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
for any animator. And then that's why it's full of fucking errors too.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like
It's gotten I will say this. The hands and fingers have gotten so much better lately. Because
hold
before
on,
I'd get
Will
one with like
Smith.
8 fingers.
Will Smith can now eat spaghetti, so that mystery's been solved.
Yeah, that it's gotten so good that okay, every once in a while you'll see 6 hands, but you'll see 5 hands and you can see it go right into the mouth now. Instead of it coming out both sides and he has spaghetti over him, within that short amount of time they have perfected it a lot.
Yeah, now he can eat spaghetti, and every once in a while he's gonna stick it up his nose.
Yeah, you'll see it every
Dude.
once in a while.
Did you know that I found this out? There's I don't know what kind of fucking app it is, what the name is, but I saw it scrolling through Instagram. It's like the videos that people would actually like live people would record to tell those stupid dramatic stories like my werewolf alpha blah blah bullshit. They're now doing completely fucking AI stories like that, and some of them you can tell they're AI, but they don't look terrible.
Well, we were watching
The
that.
voice acting is still kind of.
We were watching that. It's a Gundam video earlier where he's talking about fictosexuals,
Mm-hmm.
people who are like saying they are like in love with fictional characters to an
Mhm.
unhealthy degree, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
thought that was just called internet autism.
Man,
Well, I've seen that a lot though,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know, so
It's one thing to say Laura Croft is hot.
yeah.
It's another thing to say I've married Laura Croft.
Yeah, so like that's what I was gonna say. Like, I know that it's very common, like, for, like, girls to have, like, you have your passing celebrity crushes that come and go. I've never heard of someone going so far as to say they fucking, unless it's like one of those fucking catfish scenarios where they think they were the real person.
Well, that happens all the time, bro.
But these, like,
Oh yeah,
people,
that
they're
happens
like,
a lot.
they're like, I married this person. I'm like, that's just as bad as the people that marry their fucking phones.
There's
Because they're marrying
Okay,
Siri or
to
something.
be fair though, the catfish people, a lot of times, it is that stupid though. Like they should not have believed it. Like how
Yeah.
many people have gotten catfish scammed because they thought they were dating Liv fucking Morgan?
But my only thing is, like, at least that's a real person.
Dude, I've known people that have married their body pillow.
Good lord.
I've seen it. People have married, they get whoever they have a crush on, and then they have a little ceremony, and they have the body pillow right there, and they're in a tux, and they dress up their body pillow in a bride outfit, okay? And then they marry their body pillow. I've seen it. Ugh.
My God.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Even when I was still a virgin in college, I was never that desperate.
Yeah, me and Sam ain't that desperate, brother.
It feels like the behavior of like because the virgin reference is on point because it seems like a teenager would do this kind of thing, right?
No, these are adults in their 30s and 40s that are doing this.
Well, I mean, Disney adults are kind of the same thing without the sexual component in a lot of ways, and some of them have that. Some of them want to fuck the shit out of Goofy or whatever.
Why the
They want that
fuck did you
goofy
have to
face.
say Goofy?
Because it's objectively most 21.
You know that fucking shit is traumatizing. Okay. Story about Maxine, if you haven't heard it before.
She was grabbed by Goofy.
I was fortunate enough when I was 6 years old and my parents were able to take me to Disney World. It was wonderful, most wonderful place on earth. Unfucking We're in that little, that little tiny village, wherever the fuck it is. Like, you think, like, the fucking dwarfs live there. And there's Goofy walking towards us. And I'm like, oh, we're going to go see Mickey later.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Fuck you!
Hiya there, Maxine.
How are you doing today?
I hate you too now. The person comes walking towards us, and I'm just like, little 6-year-old Maxine, like, just like happy. Motherfucker scoops me up underneath my arms, picks me up, and starts walking away from my parents.
That's because he was trying to take you to the Epstein Island.
Fuck you. I started screaming. I was kicking. I was flailing. I was telling whoever it was to put me down. My mother thought, oh, it's so funny. Click, takes a picture.
Oh my goodness.
There's documented proof of Goofy trying to abduct me. I freaked out
when
so
was this?
much, though, that she, whoever it was,
like 6.
finally put me down, and I booked it back to my parents. And I was like, how the... Of course, I didn't swear at 6.
Early 90s.
But I was like, how could
Was
you
this
let
in the
that
90s?
person pick me up and walk away with me?
This had to be in the 90s, right?
Yes.
80s, 90s?
Yes,
Yeah.
early 90s.
Okay, yeah. There was some really weird shit going on at that point.
Like 92. I believe it was like 92.
Yup.
I hate you.
wanted
Wait.
to go to Pleasure
Ah, no!
Wait. That's at that point where they didn't wash the costumes yet, and then when you had to give the costume over, the next person had to have it. They
Thank
didn't
you
start
so
doing
much
that
for
until like
that.
2000 something. Yeah. Yeah, and they would pass the underwear over what the person just had on, because, yeah, so you would have to wear the underwear in the costume the person just was in for, like, hours, and it stunk. Like, yeah, they fixed a lot of that within the last 20 years.
Used
Yeah.
skivvies. Oh!
No, they do it. They used to do it. Yeah.
I know, just the fact that they used to do it. I mean, there's a lot
Yeah.
of things they used to do that were deplorable.
Yeah, so.
Hey, they probably hosed him out once a week or something. It's fine.
Speaking of that, the people that go there that do deplorable things. Now, I'm not getting into that fucking Lily, whatever the fuck his name is, because that shit's just disgusting.
You mean the dude Lily Trino? Yeah,
Yeah, I hate that person.
weirdo.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about the weird morbid shit because, hello, I'm Maxine. I have Maxine's mortuary, okay? The people that go there, the amount of people specifically that go to the fucking haunted mansion. Why it's the haunted mansion, I don't know. But to dump their loved one's ashes while they're going through the fucking ride.
So they get to haunt.
Do you know they have state-of-the-art sensors in there now? That if they detect one, and I know this because I have a lot of friends that work around it and in the park industry, they have state-of-the-art sensors and everything. If one particle of the air is out of the place, they lock it down, and then they go in and they scoop things up and all this
because
other
it
stuff.
wasn't just rides. Like, people were going and, like, dumping them in the random whatever fucking water that they were around, fountains, and I'm like, that's, like, first of all, I understand. Okay, no, I don't understand. But I get, like, from what they say, it's a sentimental thing. They loved going here. Yeah, that's great. People don't want to walk on grandma when they're trying to go on a ride, okay?
Maybe I do.
It's so unsanitary. It's fucking like hazardous because those are human remains, dude.
Yeah, and they
Like-
smell like hot dogs.
And there was even one ride with the Little Mermaid where they in the water they started dumping it in the water at the Little Mermaid ride of their old loved ones too, and they're
Even-
like, "Oh, we're gonna bury it at sea." And I was like, "No, this is just water, bro. It ain't from the sea."
No,
Like,
it's like the same. Like,
It's the
people,
most landlubber shit I ever heard.
people would do that.
I know, right?
For Pirates of the Caribbean, I've heard them do it on there, and also.
Oh yeah, and
It's a
it
Small
messes
World.
up the tracks because I know because I used to hang out at Disneyland a lot, but I've been to Disney World a lot too. But both of them were a little bit different because one was made at an earlier time than the other one was. So they act like with Haunted Mansion, they had to start putting the sensors and stuff in there. And the worst thing about that one is it's all water. Okay, Pirates of the Caribbean is all water, and then so you get this really foul smell when somebody dumps ashes in there, and it's you can tell. And I was there one time, and they said, "Okay, we're gonna get to the end of the ride, and then we're gonna send you guys out." And then there was just like this alarm that went off or some shit.
Hold on.
When I was there,
Wait,
it was an alarm.
If you get grabbed by Goofy at the same time, it's chocolate starfish in the hot dog flavored water.
What? And then like, it's just there's so much shit that is just weird over there, dude. You know.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Oh my god. No, it's funny because they say like it's the sentimental thing. They wanted to be here, and it's like you realize the only place you actually got them is either sucked up in a Hoover or flushed down the drain when they drain the fucking ride.
Yeah, you're gonna end up in the sewers of Disney.
Yeah. What the messed up thing is, they literally have to close down the ride for Pirates of the Caribbean, take all the water out,
and that ride
like,
is huge.
put new-
I went on the one in Disney World. That ride is huge. There's so much water, dude.
Well, and
Yeah,
they
and
have,
then they
like,
have to
inspections and stuff these days. They can't just that's a biohazard.
Yup.
Yeah, I've had to deal with not human remains, but like we've had to deal with biohazards before. You have to call in a hazmat crew. Whatever business you're in, if that happened to you, you know damn well your business got shut down that fucking day, and probably for the next couple of days until they decided that everything's okay and clean.
So no.
What's even a worse one?
Note to those who want to take their loved ones to Disneyland or Disney World one last time after they've passed. Get a fucking urn necklace. I got one for my dad. I wear it on special occasions to have him with me. Put them in that urn necklace and go on the rides. Because then it's like you are bringing them there and you're sharing that moment with them and you're not flushing them down the toilet.
And then you end up setting off that detectors he was talking about.
Not if it's in the urn.
They even have those on. They even have those on Splash Mountain now.
You have to.
They had to put those.
Splash Mountain, which it's
not.
Oh,
did you hear about?
Did
you hear about that kid that went all the way down, like head first of Splash Mountain? He tumbled down Splash Mountain recently.
Okay, but at least when Ric Flair goes, we could let him ride Space Mountain one last time, right?
Dude, I went on that ride too. It was trippy.
Oh, dude, I was on this ride one of the last times I went over there. Somebody's colostomy bag blew up on Space Mountain.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have so many family members that have had those. Oh no.
Yeah, and luckily I didn't get hit. It was backwards. So I was in the front of it, and it happened like right in the middle. So everybody that was in the front didn't get hit. And my brother was
Everyone
2
in the
seats
back
behind
was in the
me.
splatter zone.
Yeah, it was somebody right in the middle, and everybody that was from the middle forward just got nailed with a colostomy bag.
Oh man,
I feel. For
I
that
didn't get hit.
I didn't get hit. But I also feel for the person that happened to. Because there are sometimes I know there are times you can't even help it. Like they call it burping your bag. Essentially, it's like a fart. And people sometimes can't help when it happens, and yeah, it's fucking foul. I feel bad for those people because it's so embarrassing for them.
This was like the 25th anniversary or something for Walt Disney World or some shit. And so my brother came out and he had a white shirt on and it was just brown all over.
I'm picturing that scene from The Sandlot when they got the chewing tobacco on the like spinning ride.
Oh, it was bad, and he had to go buy his shirt and take that one off and throw it in the trash.
Damn, because you got covered in shit, boy.
Wait,
we told him to go to the bathroom and get it covered up.
I got something similar that anybody could relate to, though, because I feel like it's happened to everybody, right? Mm-hmm. At some point when you're a kid, you're at the fucking play place at a fast food joint, and there's a kid there that has a diaper blowout in the play place, and there's shit in it.
Wait, there's even worse, okay?
Yeah.
When I used to play in those places when I was a kid. How about
the diaper blowout?
In the ball pit.
At least the diaper is okay. When you throw up in there is even worse.
Yeah.
Because you have the smell that lingers. A diaper you can just get out.
Yeah, everybody.
I was in there one time when I saw this kid just Ralph right in the ball pit.
Oh.
And think of how hard it is to get the ball pit.
See,
I had one of my friend.
It's always the worst when it's in the ball pit.
Yeah, and my friend jumped in and he went head first in there.
Yep.
And he came up, had barf all over his face. So I was just like,
that's what I mean.
I turned around and walked the other way.
Everybody's got a play story like this because it's so fucking common. And all I can think is, if my kid did anything like that in the fucking play place, I would lose my shit. I feel the worst parent ever.
Yeah. Luckily,
where were all the parents when we were kids, man?
No, we didn't have them. We learned by experience, brother.
That's
learned by experience.
All I was gonna say regarding the ashes at Disney World or whatever, that whole thing just goes to show like just how like self-centered some people are. That like they think they can use like a public place as like their private memorial service or whatever.
I thought he was gonna say that he was the one that shits in the ball pit. Sorry,
Sam, would you do that?
No. No. However, I was like at a. I did have to go to a. Oh God, this is going to be embarrassing. I was once at like a Chuck E. at like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Sam had a blowout at the gym.
No, I was gonna say I was once at like I think it was like I think it was like at like an I think it was like at a I think it was like at a bar where someone got really drunk and almost threw up on me
Oh,
in college.
Yeah, I avoided those during college. I avoided those landmines, and it was always the blonde-haired chicks that would get drunk the worst. So you knew to avoid the blondes in the crowd because they would just
Yeah,
get totally just wasted.
Yeah,
So-
I almost had a blonde chick throw up on me once.
I didn't go to college, but I once got so drunk that I pissed on my brother's couch because I thought I was pissing in the toilet.
you told me that. I love that story.
I had a buddy that pissed in somebody's refrigerator because he thought it was the fucking toilet too.
Yeah, but it's worse because my brother walked in and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I was like, "We're in the bathroom," and he's like,
Wait.
"You're pissing on my couch."
No, what do you think it is when me and my other friend and my girlfriend at the time walked in there and we saw our friend pissing in the refrigerator?
That's hilarious.
Like,
You're gonna have to replace some food. You're gonna have to replace some food, bro.
dude, you had
Yeah.
to replace the whole thing, bro, because it was dripping everywhere.
Oh, I got an embarrassing high school story. I think it was my senior year of high school. I felt sick that day, but I was like, I gotta fucking go. I can't miss school. It's my senior year. We're sitting in fucking history class, and we had those weird tables that looked like the triangle with the tip cut off. I'm sitting next to one of my friends. I'm like, shit, I gotta go to the nurse. Like, I feel sick. So I'm asking the teacher, like, I'm trying to get his attention. I'm like, dude, I have to go to the nurse. I'm gonna be sick. And he's taking his sweet time, still giving his lecture, writing the note. The second he hands it to me, all over the fucking table. And then I felt fine.
I think I told this one on Sammich Makers once before, but at Rocky Point Park, which is a long closed amusement park local to us, it was kind of like a Pride of New England for a while.
Yeah.
The big wooden old roller coaster they had, the one time I rode it, I threw up and I literally saw that it landed the entire throw up like a projectile, like you could see it like a ball landed on some dude's head. I don't know what happened to him, but it ruined his day, I'm sure.
I once had a substitute teacher who, for whatever reason, was a real like hard ass and would not let anyone go to like the bathroom during class.
I hate people
And
like that.
so I admittedly got like really sick and like I puked in the class. And then this asshole had the like temerity to like get mad at me for like puking. And it was like, well, should have let me use the bathroom, asshole.
Yeah.
I can up you on that, Sam. We had a kid in class when I was in high school that barfed all over their desk, and the dude behind me grabbed a big handful of the barf and just threw it at everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nasty.
Classic.
Yeah, dude, I've seen some fucked up shit. Bro, I've seen some fucked up shit.
When we were at the gathering in 2009, I think the grossest thing I really honestly saw was when they tipped over like two of the porta potties.
Yeah, well, to be
That,
fair,
oh, because it was just like
to
shit
be
mud
fair,
everywhere.
they tipped him over because that's where the cops was at.
No,
So they tipped him over to piss off the cops, more or less.
but then it was nasty for the rest of the
Because
weekend.
if you don't know, the Gathering of the Juggalos is generally on private property. The cops don't come much, but they had come for some reason we weren't aware of, and they're not very welcome there, so it was a lot of fuck the police chats. And then somebody tipped over the porta-johns, like, right underneath their cruisers where they parked. And yeah, that was nasty. I will say this, though. that had nothing on the mud tipping at Woodstock 99 when I was 15, because that shit, Woodstock 99 smelled like a 7-mile open air sewer, and not just because of the shit from the fucking sewage, but from the sea of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of smell in the sun. Kind of.
It was a lot of
like
stinky
shit.
motherfuckers there. Yeah.
Yeah, the gathering was kind of like that with some people. The funniest
Well-
thing I saw and that happened there, we were swimming in the lake, and this chick was just like standing in the water, and this huge ass silver fish just comes flopping out of the water, whacks her right in the back of the head, and she thought it was her boyfriend, and she started beating him, and everyone was like, no, it really was a fish.
It was like
It
out
was
of a
so
cartoon,
funny.
because like his reaction too was very funny. She turns around, starts beating the shit out of her boyfriend, like, why the fuck would you do that to me?
It was a fish.
He's like, it was a fish. She's like, yeah, right, it was a fucking fish. And everyone's like, nah, dude, that was a big ass fish, just slapped you in the back of the
It
head.
just literally just like, boom, at her head, like.
And then she thought we were all trying to gaslight her.
I was like, girl, I would not lie to you. If your man hit you, I would be on his back beating him too. It was a big ass silverfish. It was like this big. Girl, it was funny.
That was somebody setting him up because he did something dirty to her a little bit
Karma.
ago. Like that was karma
Yeah.
I
coming
believe
back
in
and
karma.
hit.
It really
boomerang.
felt
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
We don't know their story, but it felt that way, right?
Karma
Yeah,
is-
it felt like he did something to piss her off, and karma boomerang came back and hit him.
We got to see instant karma while we were there. So I made this friend at the beach. She was really fucking cool. And me and her and Max, we were like in the shallow end of the lake, just sitting there talking. And this guy, douchebag of a fucking guy, comes up. Now I said right away, I'm with my boyfriend, and I point to Max. This motherfucker was still hitting on me. Apparently, he was going around hitting on every single woman he could.
Yeah. Which,
Like,
to be fair,
it
could
was
be a good
rumored-
plan, but he was one of these types of gentlemen that didn't understand what no means.
There was rumor that
Wait,
he
wait.
raped a
So he
girl.
was one of those guys that was playing the odds going, at least one of them has to say yes.
Yeah, and if they
And-
don't,
and-
I'll make
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that, like I said, that was the rumor going around, was that he raped one of the girls there, and people were looking for him. The girl that I became friends with got him back in the best fucking way I have ever seen in real life. She went back to his campsite, acted all lovey-dovey,
Acted like she's stupid, too.
fucked him, smoked all his fucking weed, took whatever was left, and just left. I think she said she took his money too. She like straight up just like fucking robbed the motherfucker, and I was just
At
like,
least he got fucked in the end, but you know.
I was like, hey, at least you fucked
It
him.
seems like they both got what they wanted, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
No.
she got what she wanted, he got what he
Instant
wanted.
karma at the gathering 2009, and other people that were there can verify this one because this was crazy, was when we're leaving, right? Some asshole, so there was these cool vendors there that were
Yeah.
selling corn, and they realized like we swear a lot, so they started swearing too, and they were having fun with
The
it.
guy was the best, and their corn really was the shit. It was corn on the cob, so fucking
He's
good.
just like, he realized we swear all the time and we're a bunch of weird rock people, and he's a local guy selling corn. He cooks it, it's good, and he's just like, corn, get your motherfucking corn here. I got this motherfucking corn, I pick it myself. He just goes off. He's like,
I went to the ATM just to make sure I could pull out fucking cash so we could get that fucking
Just
corn
this-
like every
yeah.
day.
just this old crazy white guy, like farmer from their area. And like on the way out, somebody snatched like his money and ran,
It was the big ass tip jar that was full.
and they did not get very far because an entire mob of juggalos grabbed him and just beat the.
They beat the shit out of him.
I don't know if he was okay afterwards because we were leaving, but he definitely felt it the next day at the very least because he just got stomped out. They grabbed the guy's tip jar, and a bunch of people were putting more money in it and gave it back to him. That's
what you get when you hang out with juggalos.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag.
All
sometimes.
juggalo justice.
Oh, I've hung out with the juggalos down here in Arizona before, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not all are good, not all are bad, not all are. I mean, it's funny because I think Penn kind of forgot that like I'm a juggalo or juggalette, and I forget we were talking about in a group chat. We were talking about something about, and I brought up juggalos for some reason, and something to do with music, and she's like, "Nah, juggalos just really aren't my vibe," and I was like, "Your fucking best friend is a juggalo. I talked to you about ICP."
Like, girl, did you get stuck on stupid today?
I didn't say anything because it was in the group chat, but later on I went into our private chat and I was like, "You remember I'm a juggalo, right?"
No,
and she went, "Oh shit, I forgot."
That's because the hate campaign worked,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, I've been hearing that shit for fucking 30 years. It's been, they created a situation where a lot of people don't know anything about it and consider the word itself to be a pejorative.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a juggalo, you must be bad.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care what that person thinks.
Mm-mm. You want to know why? I get it. Like, I get, Penn told me, like, her reasoning was kind of like, when she was in high school, the juggalos were the really annoying, smelly, and it's like, yeah, I get it. There are those like that, but that's not all juggalos. My experience with juggalos, every single time, whether it was going to the Palladium, which is where they would do shows a lot, you know, standing in the line or being inside the venue for the concert, whether it was at the gathering, whether it was anywhere else that we went that there were juggalos gathering, all I ever got was welcome. JCW
events. Like, we're not talking of just a couple of things.
No, we're talking like so many things. Everybody was so welcoming. There was one couple that we met outside the Palladium. After 5 minutes talking to them, it was like we were friends for fucking years. To the point where I don't know if I was like dehydrated or overwhelmed from the concert, but I like felt like I was gonna pass out. They went and bought me water. Like, people at the gathering were like trying to boost my confidence. No idea who I was, and they're trying to boost my confidence to make me feel better. Like, I've like never really had anything negative happen when I was associating with juggalos.
Go further than that. Even artists related to the scene have been nothing but gracious with you. And
I have to say, like, even though right now I'm kind of questioning his decisions, not only with JCW, but just with life and his music. Violent J, aka Joe Bruce, wonderful interactions with this man, especially because the first time,
the Duke of the Wicked.
Especially because the first time I met him, I almost fucking ran the motherfucker over. Whoa. Because again, we're at the Palladium. His ticket got jacked. We sold mine. We just sat at the back doors listening to the concert, and then we're running around to meet his brother and like one of his friends that got in. And Max is going like fucking fast, and I'm like trying to catch up. I got tiny legs. And this guy comes out of the side door, security guard or something, pushes me out of the way, almost hits me with the door when he opens it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I turn, and there's Violent J right in front of me, and I almost walked right into him. And then Shaggy 2 Dope is right behind me, and I'm like
cracking up, laughing, looking at me.
I'm in the middle of an ICP sandwich here. They were so fucking nice about it, though.
They both looked at me, and they're like, oh.
I didn't say nothing. I was like starstruck, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so embarrassing."
They were pissed at the security guard for not actually clearing the way, and it was like, it wasn't even like they weren't really pissed. They were like looking at him like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
He busted open the door like he didn't have to do that. He was kind of being extra, and especially with them because they've always been like, "We'll shake a fucking hand," like. They're not hard to get.
Speaking of, years later at the gathering.
Months later.
Months later. Okay, so months later at the fucking gathering, It was one of the concerts that they had down at the beach. They had a cool DJ set up.
The Beach Boys barbecue.
I'm standing at the barricade and I'm just like, I want to try and shake someone's hand. And I'm like, well, Violent J's coming. I'll try and shake his hand. These two fat motherfuckers squish me because they get right next to me on both sides. And I'm like, fucking like, I am not stepping back. Fuck you, assholes. And Jay just walks by because he's looking at them like, you fucking pathetic. And then he looks at me. And then he looks at Max. And then he looks at me and he goes,
and he'd been
Boston.
Well, no, he knew I was there because he'd been spraying me with a water gun the whole fucking time.
Which is why I got so
I was nowhere near the stage. He was turning my ass the whole time, and I'm not even looking. I was like, I was getting mad. And then you were like, I don't know if I want to go up and get a handshake. And I was like, well,
just do it.
I was like, well, there goes Vanilla Ice. And you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to go up and talk to anybody. And I was like, oh, there goes Shaggy.
Vanilla Ice was too big, man.
And then I was like, this is your last chance. If you want to go say hi to Joe, you better do it now.
So then I go and they fucking squish me and he's looking. And then he looks at me and he goes, he comes back. He like dabs them like nothing, and then he grabs my hand, squeezes it, shakes it, and looks me in the eyes, and I'm like, this is cool. So fucking cool.
No,
like
Joe's a good dude.
He is. He just kind of needs to get over some stuff.
Well, that's fine.
We won't get into that.
Back, but like,
don't we all?
That's the thing, is this whole scene of artists is very easy to talk to and get a hold of because
Low Key is so fucking cool. He went around with you at the gathering trying to find a minister to marry us at the gathering.
Yeah, shout out Low Key. I've known Low Key for like 25 years. Good dude. Jonathan Thompson, Low Key. Was it LowKeyLovesYou.net?
I think I'm gonna call it, you guys. I'm getting tired.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being on. We're probably not going to stay on too much longer anyway, so you go.
Have a good night.
No worries.
Always.
We'll see you next weekend.
Good night.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
All right. Bye.
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 I'm just glad that she was able to do it. We were able to do the show. Yeah, you go.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's it seems like it is pretty much official that Chibi is back. You know, two of the original sandwich makers are back together for the show, and I am so glad that she is, because I truly have missed talking with her. And again, she came up with the title for tonight's show. I told her I missed my title maker because she pretty much came up with all the titles for the previous shows until she took a sabbatical for personal reasons. And then Penn was helping me, but then Penn too had to leave because, well, Penn had a kid. And so I was like, yeah, I get that. And even now, even though her daughter, baby girl, is 15 months old now, she is walking. She's got several teeth. She's got an attitude that I absolutely adore. I tease Penn all the time and say, yeah, it's funny. She's got more of her aunt's attitude, mine, than yours. That's funny. And she's even talking a bit, so that's cute. The poor cats don't know what to fucking do because she walks. Oh my god. Her cat, Inky, is like fucking terrified because he's like, oh my god, it's actually mobile now. But she's also very, very adorable. But loud and still having trouble with sleeping because teething and growth spurts. And so Penn's just still not really able to get on without interruptions. So, but Chibi's back. So that is awesome. And I'm like, I'm glad that you guys joined too. I'm like, I don't mind having other people on at all. There's actually several people that I'm hoping to reach out to in the future about coming on to do like actually like interview type things with me and Chibi. So I don't want to say anything yet. I don't want to jinx anything.
That's the reason why I was like in chat. I was like, hey, can I come over here? I don't know if I can. I wanted to say something first.
Yeah, no, so. I mean, my thing is like, I just kind of asked like you did, just be like, yo, is it cool if I jump in before you come in, just because we are doing a show? And sometimes there are some people that will jump in and they kind of don't think, and then they start saying shit that I'm like, we don't say that stuff on this show. We're
Yeah.
actually nervous. We don't say like the N-word. That's more of a personal choice for me. Also, I've been called that word before, and I never understood until Max explained to me basically it's because I'm Portuguese. And I didn't realize that Portuguese people get called the N-word.
Oh yeah, I have a few Portuguese friends, and yeah, it comes up a lot. So
I had no idea. I was like, oh, because when I got called that, I was like 11 years old, and me and my friends were like, oh, maybe it's because like my hair is black, and he's like, no, it's because you're Portuguese, and I was like, what? And it's like, oh, okay, I didn't know we got called that word. And then you kind of reminded me about the Cape Verdean, and I was like, oh yeah, okay, now it really makes sense.
People just don't know what Portuguese is.
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't know what
Yeah.
Portuguese is. I mean, Sam called them Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Yes, on his show, as he was talking about some actress, he called her Portuguese, and I was just like, "What the fuck? It's Portuguese. We're just Portuguese. What the hell?"
He doesn't know. How the fuck is he supposed to know?
I had never heard someone reference someone who was Portuguese like
Hey,
that
sis.
before, and then you told me that it's actually a common thing, and I was like, I just didn't know.
Yeah, because they like,
Okay.
I don't know. You don't know what it's traditionally called until somebody tells you.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of words you've taught me I should have been saying for a long time.
Okay.
I didn't realize these was bad words. I mean, some of them
Okay.
are funny sounding.
I will tell you.
Although I do know that it is okay for me to say son of a monkey's left testicle. That's still apparently funny and okay to say. No idea why I started saying that one, but I did, and then people started laughing, so I kept saying it.
I don't know if it's partially my fault when it comes.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
I gotta wait for Max to come back, but we've been on for quite a while, so when he gets back, we're probably gonna end the stream.
yeah, that's fair. All I was gonna say is, I was, I was like, I was thinking of both of you last night actually, because when that weed hit me, there was a moment where I'm like, oh, all of Max's nonsensical gibberish suddenly makes sense to me now.
You're gonna have to tell him that when he gets back.
Yeah.
That's fine. Dude, when I saw the picture of the can, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna get so high.
Yeah, no, I got like extremely high. It wasn't until after I put it down at one point that I actually like, I mean, like, I kind of read it, but like I didn't see the 10 milligrams until before, and
How did you not
oh.
see it? It's so big on the front of the can.
I know, but I overlooked it, and then someone told me that like they were like the THC drinks don't do much. It's mainly a gimmick,
Oh,
and I'm like,
it's the Cheech
and I'm
and
like,
Chugwa, dude. They don't do fake shit.
I know, whoever told me that was like,
I think they might have been
might,
fucking with you to see how drunk you got, or I mean, how high you got. I mean,
yeah, probably. I mean, jokes on them, because I was just like playing like Steely Dan albums for like 3 hours, just being like, this is something. So
it's like Penn with the fucking goldfish. So, I don't think you were here for that story when I first told it. So, Penn came here to visit. We actually did a show live while she was here with Chibi, and she smoked a blunt with us, took like 4 hits off of it, and she had these goldfish crackers because she just said she wanted them for a snack beforehand. And my God, watching her with those goldfish, one of the funniest moments of our friendship, because she was just like, look how beautiful and pretty the goldfish are. But it's so sad because I gotta eat them and they're gonna die. And I'm like, thinking like, oh, it doesn't matter, they're already dead. Worst thing to say. Then she's crying about the fact that they're dead. Then she tried the gummies for the first time and she didn't listen to me about how to take them, and she took too many and her husband got high off their ass. Sam, tell Max what you said about the drink, and then we are gonna end the show.
Oh yeah, Max. So I thought of you. I was actually like, I don't know why, but I was also tempted to like call you, to try and call you on Discord, except it was like 1 a.m. and I didn't know if you would be awake. But at one point I was like high as a kite, and I was watching back like one of our old streams, and like in one of your, it was one of your rams that like, the moon man and and the lizard people, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, it makes so much sense now. It makes so much sense now.
It's like a moment of clarity. I feel
Yeah.
I told him he had to tell you that when we got back.
Awesome. Well,
we've been doing this for a few hours now. It's getting late. It is almost 12:30 in the morning here. So thank you to everyone who has been watching, who has been listening. Thank you to everyone that, was on the show. And again, you guys are welcome back anytime. Just, make sure you say, hey, can we hop on, I do want to say real quick that I don't know when, but I know that within the next coming weeks, I am actually going to be dropping my first EP on Spotify. I already have 4 songs in mind for it. So it's not just going to be a single. I'm going to be dropping an EP soon, but I do have another single in mind of dropping as well. So look out for those. As always, I will be announcing the pre-saves on my Twitter once I get them, or on X, whatever the fuck it is. So is there anything that you want to say?
well, big thanks to everybody for checking out the new single Maxine. It's like doing incredibly well, and this is very humbling. Got new music in mind for next Friday as well. And Sam, you do all kinds of stuff.
Shameless plug, go for it.
Vengeance in Venezuela, a new book comes out on Tuesday, so you can check that out. And the audiobook will be coming later this summer. And and then Monday I'll have like a solo show, and then Wednesday I'm actually not sure. Are you guys doing your vacation thing for Independence Day, or what's going on with that?
I'll probably figure it out and get back to you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, point is like we may have a show on Wednesday. We might not. So we'll just play it by ear.
Fair enough.
That's good.
So we're Americans, so we like to celebrate.
Indeed.
Is Jed still here? If he's got anything to plug, I'm sure he does.
I think he had to take like a phone call or something. So.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Well, with that said, thank you to everyone who was here watching. Thank you to everyone who's going to be watching in the future. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out us. Check all of us out on Twitter, Maxine_Sand_blame Max Sand. Whitfield Report for Sam. Also check Max and I out on Suno. It's just Maxine Sand on Suno and Blame Max Sand on Suno. We have a bunch of stuff up there that we don't put up on Spotify. I have very comical stuff up there that you might actually like. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next weekend. Peace.
Open up your eyes, open up your mind before